you want to get a bag? Like the guy, I was at the gas station and the guy was like, yeah, you gotta pay for the bags. I'm like, what? And when he gave it to me free, he was like, I said, I'm not from here and I didn't know that you gotta pay for bags. And he's like, yeah, you pay for the bags. And I'm like, I'm in a state where I don't have to pay for bags,
Excuse me.
you know?
Yeah.
I'm in a state where I don't have to pay for bags. So it like totally threw me off for a loop, like, dude, you gotta pay for bags. Like I don't normally have to pay for bags. That's the kind of things you just like you take for granted because you don't have it all the time, and then like you go to a state where you have to pay for bags. It's a whole different ball game because you're now seeing that,
Yeah.
like paying for bags. I'm like, dude, shoot.
So we're gonna go ahead and start off with this first topic. I know B will join here soon, sometime soon. Uh, but this first topic, me and you can talk about it. So before I get into this, Tyler told me how I talk to women is ass. So I asked him why. I said, he goes, okay, if you match with a person, what's the first thing you say? I said, hey, how are you? How's your day going? He goes, bro, women don't want that. The fuck else am I supposed to say? Get on your knees and blow me?
Wait, wait. He told you how you talk about women are ass.
No, he tells me how I talk to women is ass. He goes, you can't keep a conversation going. I said, if they respond, I said, when the fuck did this change? Oh, there's blue.
Yeah,
Uh,
I mean, here's my thing. It's not how you talk. It's like, listen, everybody deserves respect. I don't care who you are. You know,
yeah,
as a guy, we talk to women. We still respect a woman.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You still got to give a woman respect. I mean,
Well, I mean, like,
so if
hey, how are you? Is like not a good saying anymore. Like, he goes, no, that
well,
doesn't
it's
interest
not.
them.
It's not that. It's not a good saying. It's not a good saying. Let me. If somebody walk up to you as a guy and didn't say, hey, how you doing? Be like, yo, what's up? You'll be like, what's up?
Yeah,
You're gonna take that like an aggressive reaction, aggressive action. So, like saying that you talk to women a certain way. I mean, everybody deserves respect, and
yeah,
you can't. I mean, if a woman doesn't like how you approach her, right? She'll let you know. She'll kind of stoop, so she'll get aggressive or whatnot. But if you approach a woman in a very kind manner, you know,
right.
and she's aggressive towards you, like, why are you talking to me? Then you just move on as a guy because she doesn't want that. She doesn't think that's a good thing. So, I mean, it's it's a two different it's a double-edged sword because some women like men to aggressively chase them, and some women like men that are respectful. So it all depends on the woman that you're going for, or the woman herself. I mean,
So,
I
this
talk
is
to
what
women in a very
this is how he told me I should do. He goes, you should use pickup lines. I said, aren't those cringy? He goes, yes, but it seems to work. And he goes, it works for me. So I used this one pickup line on a girl. I tested. I did a test. This is gonna make me sound like I'm an asshole, but I did a test, and the test was one girl I was gonna say, "Hello, how are you doing today?" And the other one was gonna be a pickup line, and the pickup line I used was, "Are you a transformer? Because you're Optimus Fine." Yes, I know that's cringe, but I tried it. The
right,
chick that I didn't use the pickup line was like, "Good, how are you?" I said, "I'm doing great." So, and then I asked her, like, I try to keep the conversation going, and I'm like, so what is the I said, "What is your top thing to do when, or what is your top thing to do to have fun on your day off?" The other girl that I did use the pickup line was, "That was a good one. I liked it." She goes,
Right.
and then she goes, "Well, what do you like to do uh, for fun?" So she started a conversation. Person texts me back, says, "Relax and watch TV." I told her, I said, "I like to play video games or spend time with," I said, "or spend time with my son." The other person, the other girl goes, "Oh, just watching TV." I'm like, "Okay." Oh, and she goes, "How about you?" And I'm like, "Oh, I play video games. I sit and spend time with my son." The pickup line girl goes, "Oh, you have a kid." The other one, "Oh, you have a kid. You're one of them." Wow.
So so the the thing is, you came off the bat and told a woman, "Hey, I have a kid," and it sounds like she, the one, was offended that you had a kid, and the other one was like very much open that you had a kid.
Yeah.
Um, my thing is, regardless, you're letting it be known. It's not a problem. I think if she got a problem with the fact that you got a kid, that's on her. That ain't
Oh
on
yeah.
you.
No. But so I
If
did the same pickup line on another girl to see if I can get the same response as the first one. The other one just hasn't messaged me back. I'm like, okay, so I'm 1 for 2 on that one. That's it, and it worked on a couple other ones. I was like, maybe Tyler's
so,
onto
which
something.
one? Let me ask you a question.
Uh huh.
You feel like pickup lines on women,
No,
like these women that you're talking to, let's say, for example, right? That it worked or it didn't work
I feel like it did
because
work on
a
the one
pickup,
that responded back.
it what?
I said I think it did work on the one that responded back. The other one that didn't respond back, I think it just depends if they like the corny joke or not. If they do, then great. If you don't, then
So let me ask you a question. What was the difference?
between the two I used
The
the pickup
pickup
line.
line, right?
Okay. Um. So the one that I used the pickup line on, it kind of like I think it made her think like, oh, it's not just a how are you. And the one I didn't use it on was like, oh great, another one of these can't. Apparently, from hey how are you is not a conversation. That conversation can't continue. At least that's what Tyler said. He goes, you can get short answers after that. He goes, you're not picking their interest. I said, but you're trying to get to know them. Why? Women are just difficult, or I overthink one of the two.
A B. Yeah. So if a guy approached you with a pickup line, would you be more apt to talk to that person? Or if they came up and say, "Hey, how you doing? I saw you from across the room, you know, and I just want to just get to know you or talk to you." Which one would you prefer? A pickup line?
Hold on. Guess it just depends. If I see him flirt with the other, but if I've already seen him flirting with a bunch of other girls, then I probably wouldn't be interested. You know what I'm saying? It's like, yeah, he's just running through to see who he's trying to hit on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
But
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, if he's approaching all women like that, and they're all like passing on it, so probably don't want to be in. I probably don't want to either. But I don't know. I think pickup line's cute, and you can go from there. I mean, guys, I don't know. It's just a person's demeanor, how they delivered it. I mean, if they're, yeah. I mean, if I look at the guy, and I don't feel any attraction at all, I'm probably not going to entertain it.
Right.
I mean, I don't know. I'm just that's just me.
Well, and there's been profiles that I've seen that have some weird stuff, and right before I started to get ready for this podcast tonight, I was looking for articles, something to talk about, and I found this thing that said, "I'm crackling at these 17 funny dating posts because I don't think any of these people are well." And the first one says, "My bio: make me laugh, and I might let you steal my hoodie." Gives her Instagram out. My girl, and it's a guy. He goes, my girlfriend must be obedient, virgin, or at least never had heartbroken, obsessed with me, domestic, choke cleans, gives me massages, doesn't go out, doesn't party, doesn't hang out with single friends, petty, and 18. That guy just sounds like he's like a 40-year-old that's trying to be a verge of a pedo.
He wants you to be a near virgin, but be a choke queen. So how's she ever gonna know if she ain't done with nobody?
Yeah.
He just wants to be a dom. That's all he wants. He just wants someone to be obedient. He wants a dom. He wants to be the dom.
He's this other one. They're being too straightforward. Take my her thing underneath her profile says, "Take my virginity, please." 21. Yes, this is serious. Would love to find a serious partner in the process. I don't really accept serious replies unless you're serious about taking mine. Would be cool to find someone for an ongoing thing versus a one night stand, but I'm open for anything really. Also, my face is hidden, so people I don't know don't recognize me, or people I know don't recognize me off the rip. Will show will show if asked. That is my body though. Yes, I do work out, and I'm pretty relatively fit.
Well, I understand wanting to be kind of anonymous.
Yeah, but at the same time
These guys
though,
are just gonna hit on you just to hit on you. Just like, oh, I don't know.
I just my thing is if I don't know if I could have would have put my virginity out there. Like I'm still a 21-year-old virgin. Like you're just
That sounds like
asking
a
for all.
challenge. That just sounds like a challenge, doesn't
Well, it sounds like a challenge, and it sounds like she wants to be hit on, and she wants to be. This is gonna sound bad, but wants to be used for her body. And that's how I would see it.
No, no, yeah, I can see that.
I mean, I don't know how she waited until 21, but good for her. Oh,
You know
let's see.
what? You talk to 10 people, and get 10 different.
Yeah, this one says there can't be a correct response to this, right? My biggest date fail. On a second date, I was invited to dinner with his entire family, including his grandparents. Person replies on this dating thing goes, "No need to worry about that. All my grandparents are dead."
Who invites someone you dated on meet your whole family?
That's not a second date thing. That is a
A second, yeah, that's like a couple months down the road, maybe. If you think he might be serious about somebody,
not even
not like,
that. I would
Well,
say about 5 or 6 months before you meet family. That's not even immediate family.
well, here's my thing. There's a two part. I'm chiming in on the first part with the girl and the 21 virginity thing. Okay, here's the
Okay.
thing. You don't find too many women nowadays who actually take that as a sacred thing.
Yeah.
you
That's
watch
number
some of the
one. That's number one. Um, I'm not saying that's a good thing. I'm not saying that's a bad thing. Okay. I mean, in the old days, that was a virtue.
Yeah.
In the new days, you not having experience is like yeah, you about to get a notch under my belt, but as a dude, you about to get hooked, and I'm not feeling that, right? So it's one of those things. She's gonna get her heart broken because of that. Um, that's one part. That's a whole part there. That's one part of that. The other part is she probably is looking for a relationship to build a family and do all this stuff. But I don't think a lot of the men that she's gonna attract by saying that are
No,
gonna see it for that.
no,
For that.
they're gonna
I'm not
see
saying that all of them are
they're gonna see virgin. Time
right.
for me
You
to
know what I'm
go
saying?
stick it
Fresh
I'm
meat.
in.
telling you. I'm telling you, it's like a challenge.
Yeah, fresh meat. You know what I'm saying? Now, on the other hand, she may find a guy out there that's willing to do the same. He probably went to Christian school or went to Mormon school or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Want to find the same. Um,
I
not
grew up
saying
in a
that's a
cave.
yeah, not saying that's a bad thing. You know what I'm saying? Not saying that's a bad thing. Now, I forgot the other one you said with
The
the
second
the
day,
tick.
the second day I was invited
Right, the
to
second
dinner.
date and the family actually.
Yep.
Now that's not necessarily a bad thing, and it's not necessarily a good thing, but it's more on the verge of like it's a bad thing because I don't want to meet your family. If I was dating you, I don't want to meet your family the second time we go out.
No,
I do not want to meet your family. I would love to meet your family at some point if we got, maybe a year and we were
or more.
really into that. Yes, or more,
I mean, because any girl
but I
I'm
am
dating, you're
definitely
not
not.
meeting. They're not going to be meeting my family until either they come here or I go up there, and that's going to be a couple of years before that happens.
Well, yeah, and that's my thing. It's like I'm not going to meet your family like that. Now, I've had friends that I've met their family because they're friends, and then I have I have people that I've known for a long time that I really do care about, and I met their family like, it was like maybe 2, 3 years later because we've had that relationship, that is really great, and it was like, you need to meet my mom, you need to meet my dad, or you need to meet
Mm-hmm.
my sister, you need to meet my daughter, or you need to meet, my family, like that brings an added bonus to it. But like doing the whole thing about like meeting my family, like that makes it serious.
Yeah.
Anybody, once you start introducing family to a relationship, it changes the relationship. I'm not saying it changes it to like changes, but it's an added bonus now. Now I'm knowing, now that person is letting you in to their family, like bringing you around their family, bringing you around their daughter. Like that is telling you, that should tell you as an individual, if somebody starts doing that, they're really opening up to you, they're bringing you into their lives, they're like really trust you. There's a level that it goes up. It's not like the same level, like, okay, yeah, I can kick you to the curb. No, this is a
No.
level where it's that, the trust level is up a notch.
Yeah. I don't know. Let's see. I just clutched my pearls 7 times. Bio. I'm looking for something between a friend and a girlfriend. I am a lesbian who is married to a man. I'm not looking for anything serious. I just want to cuddle with a pretty girl sometimes. This isn't a couple thing, just me. Um I don't know if I would be upset with that, but I don't know if I would be okay with it. I don't know. I just
Okay, wait, say that again.
I'm looking for something between a
She's
friend and a girlfriend.
lesbian, yeah, lesbian, married to a man, and she just wants to have a female friend. Not really looking for any to go anywhere, and it's just be friends and cuddle buddy.
Okay, so wait, let me make sure I heard this right. She's married
Yes,
and she's looking for a female friend.
yes,
Okay, so in other words, she's bisexual, but she never really wanted to admit that, and now she's finally admitting it to herself, and she wants a female that she can have fun with, but still be have that female understand that she's still married, right? Did I get that? I'm getting the gist of it,
Yeah,
right?
it's too
No, that
complicated
is
for my.
legit. That is what it is.
It is, but
I mean,
I don't know. That kind of made my brain hurt trying to think about it too much.
no, I mean, I was trying to figure out when you said it
Yeah.
is what was the motive behind that and stuff, and I just realized like, yeah, she's married. She has a she
Yep.
she's finally coming to the notion, or she's finally made that decision. My question is, does her husband know?
That doesn't tell me that. It just tells me,
That is the
Hmm. Yeah.
that is the question.
yeah. This next one says,
because
"Oh, go ahead."
because he can do that, but if her husband don't know, would that be considered cheating?
Yeah, that's how I say. I wouldn't mind that, but I don't think I'd be okay because it's kind of in the middle between. I mean, it's if it's just cuddling, I guess not because girls cuddle with their girlfriends all the time. I mean,
I don't, but okay.
okay, B this generation does it a lot.
Well, no, I'm not a pepper.
You don't
Not
know
like
how
that.
many times I've
Not
been
with not
kicked out
with
of the bed.
girls. Only
You don't know how many times
for real.
I've gotten kicked out of the bed I was in with my girlfriend at the time. Got told to get up, go sit in the living room for a little bit because she needed to talk. You don't know how many times. And then I walk back in there and they're both underneath the blankets just cuddling. And I'm like, um, that's mine. Get go. I had her first. Are you dicking her down? No. Well, get the fuck out.
Are you serious?
Yes. It. I couldn't be mad at it because I understood like they needed their girl time, I guess. And I was like, all right, I can give them 5-10 minutes, and I go back in there. I'd walk out because the bedroom was like right next to the living room, so all I did was walk out the door and literally sit down on the couch. I could hear everything they were saying. I knew everything they talked about, every single thing. I could hear them talking about it, and when they stopped talking, I'm like, okay, I'm gonna walk back in. So I walk back in, and they're just both cuddling, watching a movie, and I'm like, why? I'm
Is
here
there?
for
So
her.
let me ask you this, right? Were you more offended by that
No,
or
not
not?
50-50. A little bit, but not much.
Huh? No.
I'm like, I
I
get it.
mean,
You need to talk to your best friend. Whatever. I'll step out for that. I got it. No big deal. Then I come back and they're just cuddling. I'm like, um,
What
if she
about
would,
me?
I thought about, I was like, what about me? Damn it. And then I was like, in my head, I was like, if her best friend was just a little bit more cute, just a little bit, I would have tried something.
wait. So, so you was okay with it because her
I was
best friend was cute.
no, if her friend was a
No, no,
little
no, no,
cuter,
no, no. That's what you just said.
little
You just said
cuter.
her
I
best
said a
friend was
little.
cute.
I said a little. It will be on you. This is going to be a non-cut stream because I'm not putting any personal info. I am tired of editing, so I'm just putting them full out
No,
there
I'm
now.
not putting. I'm not. I'm just saying her best friend was cute. So you were
She was,
more
but she
or
wasn't
less
really my type. She
okay.
was a little bit more.
More or less. Let's be honest.
Oh,
More or
I
less.
would have
One
tried to.
question:
I would have tried to get a threesome.
Was you
I would
turned
have.
on?
Oh, I was a little bit. I'm not gonna lie. I was. Fuck. Dude,
Okay then.
they were both laying there, and I'm like, the fuck? And she looked at me. She goes, what? And I'm like, what do you mean, what? Like, my girl's laying in bed where I was just next to her. I got kicked out by her best friend so they can have a girl talk. I walk back in, and they're both underneath the covers cuddling and watching a movie. And I'm like, I'm here for you, you know. She goes, okay. She goes, come lay
I
next to
just think
me.
that's rude, honestly. If
Uh,
they're
I
friends,
honestly,
they can talk anytime. You don't have to do it when you're there. I just feel like that's not right.
yeah, I just feel like there's a little more to that than just that. Like,
It, it's
I mean,
okay. It's
there's a little, you know what? But here's the thing, and I gotta say, there's a difference because generations wise, that was not a thing,
no.
and then nowadays it's like, we can watch two women at the bar making out, and we're like, yeah, cheer, and everything else, and before that was not a thing,
No.
and now it's like, yeah, it's a thing. So like, I mean, per se, I look at it this way. I think there's certain things sexually women can get away with, um, and it's okay. We as men say it's okay, it's fine, it's great, and then there's things that we just women won't get away with,
Yeah.
like having a guy best friend. We won't see that as a problem, but we won't see a problem with her having a girlfriend.
Yeah.
So
But I
you
mean,
know,
you don't know how many times this happened to me. In this, we dated for like a month, and I was going back and forth between my house and hers. There'd be times where I'd stay at her place for 3 days, then come back to my place for the rest of the 4 days of the week, and I'd go out there, and I'd be dead ass asleep, and I got to be I want to be asleep until 1 in the morning, and at like 4 o'clock, and I got to be up in a couple hours because I got to drive 45 minutes to go to work, and I will, and I all of a sudden just feel somebody jump onto the bed, shake the bed, and go, "Hey, hey, you need to get up and get out. I need to talk to her." I'm like, "What time is it?" It's 4 o'clock in the morning. Bitch, it can wait until 6 o'clock when I get my fat ass up and leave. I'm not getting out of this bed. I am comfy, and I don't think you want to be in this bed. She goes, "I don't care. I want to. I need to talk to her." And I'm like, "No, just can you wait until the like
okay,
two
wouldn't you
hours?"
find that's very odd? A woman just wanting to talk to another woman in bed and just go, "Hey, I want to talk to my friend," and she's in.
Why didn't she get her butt up and go to wherever and refuse to talk to her right now?
And then and I'm like, so I go, I shake her arm. I'm like, "Babe, go talk to your girlfriend." And she goes, "Just leave." I was like, "No, I'm not getting my fat ass up because if I'm up at 4 o'clock in the morning, I'm going to be cranky all day." She goes, "Please." I was like, "No." She goes, "I'll give you a BJ." Okay, I'm up. So I get up, go start getting coffee ready, and I'm like, I'm up. Fucking grab a cup, make me a cup of coffee. I go out in the living room, turn on the TV, put the news on, see what the traffic looks like. Was take a sip of coffee. But like not even 2 minutes after I sit down with my coffee, she goes, "Okay, you can go back to bed." And I'm like, "You're a bitch. You could have waited." And I walk back in there, put the coffee down, put face plant on there. I was like, "What was it about this time?" And she literally turned her head and goes, "She got laid," and put her head back down on the pillow, and we passed out. I woke up to my alarm, and I'm like,
That but that's weird, man. That's things like, I mean, I'm I'm saying I understand having a conversation with your girlfriend, doing whatever,
"Not at 4 o'clock
but
in the
like,
fucking morning."
yeah,
Fuck.
I mean, shit.
It's okay. Like a week after that, we ended up breaking up because what was her saying? I'm a dickhead, and I like to try to take control because I told her friend needed to stop the 4 a.m. bullshit because she did it 3 times in a week, and all 3 times I was there, and I was mad. And she goes, "You just trying to control me." No, I'm literally asking you. She can literally wait until 6. I said, because she's still up in her room next to you, blasting music at 6 o'clock in the morning. I was like, so she's still up. She can wait those 2 extra
Was her best
hours.
friend on Met?
Like, no, what's funny is she worked at or when McDonald's was doing or 24 hours. She worked at
Oh, the
McDonald's.
24 hours.
Yeah, so she was always on the night shift. And I remember when I woke up that morning because my my ex was like, "Hey, I want to make you breakfast because you got woken up." And I'm like, "Cool, thanks. I'm not really in the mood. I'm cranky." because I was up at 4 o'clock and had a cup of coffee. And then I forced myself to sleep. I'm cranky, and I'm like, can you just tell her to stop doing that? She goes, well, she's my best friend. She's been through me, or she's helped me through all my past relationships that were bad. I said, I get that. I said, but
Well, no
four
wonder they're
o'clock.
bad. She keeps fucking doing it to herself.
I said,
Hell.
I get that, but motherfucker, I need to sleep. I gotta go to work. I said, we're not. I said, when she gets home at four
I
o'clock in
gotta
the morning, I said, we're dead ass asleep. I said, I go to work at 6. I said, she's still up. I said, you go to work at 7. I said, so we're not home. So we're
dude,
not
I got
bugging
a
her.
I got a best friend. I got a best friend, but uh unless you calling me 4 o'clock in the morning to tell me, hey, I
You're
need your help,
dying.
don't ask no question. Okay, don't ask no question. I don't ask no question. I need your help. We need to go
Yep.
hide something. I'm like,
Yep.
all right, cool. Unless you asking me to do that, or you telling me, hey,
You're dying.
I'm stranded. I'm stranded somewhere. I need your help. Or you call me up and you say, hey, I forgot something, and I'm like an hour away from where I'm supposed to be, or 2 hours away to drive back. Could you meet me halfway, or something where you can tell me that, hey, look, I need you, and I'm my best friend. I'm dropping stuff for, but
Yeah.
at 4 o'clock in the
In the
morning,
morning.
if you
Just to
if it ain't
just to
nothing
say
really
you
that
got fucked.
important,
Just to say you got fucked. 4 o'clock in the morning,
yeah,
bitch. You could have waited till
yeah,
6. Cause she got up with
yeah,
me
I
at six
need,
o'clock in the morning. She didn't need to. You could have waited till 6. I was so pissed.
yeah, I need more than that. Not just 4 o'clock in the morning, and you're waking me up like now. I mean, shit.
So now we're going
No.
back to the topic. Uh, you know, I'm a mayor of the city because I believe him in him or believe him too. Girl texts her boyfriend, "Love, it's my birthday. Send me nail money." Okay, are you for real? Because that would be so sweet. Nah, I'm fucking with you.
Oh shit.
I've had one girl, and this was back in high school. I had one girl ask me for nail money, and I was like, "Yeah, sure." She goes, "Really?" And I'm like, I said, "Aren't your nails long?" She goes, "Yeah." I said, "Aren't they? Don't you keep up with them?" Yeah. I said, "Don't you have
Okay. I, I have a problem with that. Like, it's not women alone doing that shit now. It's men too. You know what I'm saying? It's
yeah,
not women alone that's doing that shit. It's men too. So I have a problem with that because I have a. He's not really. He's an associate that you know,
yeah,
I've known because of me playing in a league, but I'm not like super close friends with this guy. And he hits me up and goes, "Hey man, um I need some uh we should get a drink sometime. I don't really know him like that." And when he said that, I'm like, "We should get a drink sometime." All right, whatever. I don't really, it's not a big deal,
yeah.
you know. But it was one of those things where I'm like, "All right, cool."
He
And then
expected
he
you to
tells
pay.
me, no, he explains to me that he got divorced.
Yeah,
And I'm like, "Shit, I didn't know." Because I'm not like that. I don't know. So then he goes ahead and he's like, and this is on Facebook. He hits me up, and I'm like, okay, that's cool. He hit me up on Facebook. No, no biggie.
right,
I'm not mad
right.
at that. That's is what it is, right? And
Mm-hmm.
then I haven't. I was like, yeah, sure, we can grab a drink at some point or whatever. Not no biggie, nothing like that. And then haven't heard from him since. And then the other day, I get a text message. Hey man, I've been, since the divorce, I've been sleeping on, everybody's couch or whatever. I'm like $350 short for just getting this apartment. Hold on a second. First of all, I don't know you like that,
Nah,
you know? And like that was my first thing. It's like, I don't know you like that. We are just
associates.
acquaintances, right? Associates like that. Like, you're coming across like you want me to help you, but
You acting like we best
I'm
friends.
like,
Nah, bitch, you're like the bottom of the friend scale.
right, like we best friends. I'm like, I'm not best friends with you. You know what I'm saying? So there's not. It's not just women that are
No,
just
no,
doing
no.
that. It's men that are
Oh yeah.
doing that,
Well,
which is crazy.
speaking about that, that's the next thing. Girl texts this guy, "Hey, can you still make it on Saturday?" I can. Right now, I'm trying to find people to help me with food and gas and a place to sleep for the night. Well, then why did you ask for the date if you don't have the money for a place or for food or gas? I'm like, oh, oh, I agree with her though. As much as that's kind of a low blow because he's at a low point, I've 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 had girls from Facebook Marketplace, as I like to call Facebook dating, Facebook Marketplace, uh, that literally after the conversation starts with like, "How's your day?" What like another one of the other questions I ask is, "What is your idea for a first date?" Get them thinking about what they would like to do, and it also gives me ideas.
Right.
Use it against them. Anyway, and they would tell me, and I'm like, "Oh, okay," and they're like, "Hey, I'm kind of short on my phone bill. Can you like spot me $20 and I'll pay you back?" Uh, I haven't even taken you to dinner yet, and I don't even know if this will
See,
work.
those are the things that I
Those are
really
red
have issues
flags.
with because
Those are red
it's
flags.
like, well, it's not just red flags, but for you to meet a person or just start talking to a person, and then the first thing that comes out your mouth is, hey, I'm this, that, and the third, and then you say, I'm a little short on some cash. It's like you're asking me to give you money, right? You're literally asking me to give you money, and you don't even know me.
Yeah, and
That's where I
some
have the
people are the
problem.
scams. Some people are actually hurting and they need help, which I do understand that. I'm the most budget. Tyler says this about me. Anytime people say, "Man, it's hard. I have really have to budget," he looks at him and says, "No, you don't have it the hardest." He goes, "What?" He goes, "My best friend in Texas." He goes, "He budgeted his money. He doesn't make shit, and he budgeted it, and he still has a place to live." He goes, "So you might want to read." It's funny because he tells me that. He goes, every time somebody says that, he goes, "I say that exact thing," and says no. And he says he tells him how much I make and all that. He goes, because I'm not gonna put that out there, but he tells me how much, or he
Right.
tells him how much I make. He goes, how much all my bills are, and he goes, "Dude, you think you have it bad? You get paid double what he does."
Well,
And
see, and this is my thing. I think a lot of people are using, and I think a lot of women out here are using that as a ploy. It's a scam, like to get you to give them money. And I don't think when you come out and you're asking somebody for money, it is a red flag. I mean, 100%, it is a red flag. You know,
And don't get me wrong, if
I
I'm
don't
talking to
believe.
a girl for we're talking for a couple months and we're together, and it's like, hey, I'm $20 short for a phone bill. If I spot it, they and they pay me back, they build their credit. I start the usually after a couple months, which is 3 or 4 months. If they say, hey, I'm short $20 on my phone bill or $20 on my electric bill, and if I go over there and stay, and I've been staying over there for like 3 to 4 nights a week, and she tells me she's $20 short, I'm giving her the 20. And if she
No,
pays me back,
no. I disagree. I think if you are there's a difference. I think if you're in a relationship with somebody and something happened financially and you have the money and you're able to give them the money, you're the one offering, not the person asking.
yeah,
Because it's more so that you'll be the one going, I I I I offered. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I mean, not all the time, because I'm not just gonna be like, you're asking me for something all the time.
No.
That doesn't compute to me. What that lets me know is I'm a cash cow then,
Yeah.
and I'm not gonna be a cash cow. You know, I will lend money if I got it. I'm like, I have no problem with it.
Yeah.
Don't care. You know what I'm saying? Most of the times, I'm like, I will do it.
Yeah. Yeah.
I will do it. But if you're asking or you're saying that you're short on a bill or you're this, that, and the other, okay, I can see that. But let me offer to help. Don't ask me. Because if you're asking me, it becomes like, yes, once is fine if you're in dire straits. But anytime it comes to more than just that one time that you ask me and it's 2 to 3 different times,
And it's
yeah, I have
within,
a problem.
a
Now
certain
there's a
time
problem.
period. I've always had this one rule, and one girl I was talking to, I was kind of shocked she asked this question. She asked me, she goes, she goes, if we were together, and she goes, and you were to stay at my place 2 to 3 times a week. I said, okay. She goes, and if I were to ask for $20 because I was 20 short, that's why I was given that scenario. She goes, would you do it? I said, first of all, I said, I don't mind asking for money. I said, but I said, I will, I said, I keep track of it. I said, I keep track of if I loan you money for a bill. I said, I'll keep track of it. I said, and if you ask too many times, I said, I will tell you no. I said, and I will, I said, and I will cut, I said, and I will end it. I think my
I don't
neighbors
think
are, I
anybody should be like really asking for money like that anyway. It's just my opinion on things. It's like, no.
think my neighbors are arguing again. No, so I have these two neighbors. Kind of have to be quiet on this one too because they're right outside. I have these two neighbors that live together, and they
You
broke
what?
up. I said I had these two neighbors that lived
Be
in this.
quiet. Yeah.
They lived in an apartment together, and they broke up. And and she moved in next door to me. So she lives right next door, and he lives down. So he lives down to the well, here it's to the right, but if you're standing at my door, it's to the left. Uh, but he lives down there, and and they hate each other. Like Blazing, when I told you I was talking to my neighbor, it was the guy,
Yeah.
and he goes, and he was talking. Me and him were talking about his truck, his brand new truck, and how he turned in his Harley. He goes, and when that dumb bitch, and I'm like, I was like, oh, it's that bad. He goes, she's a fucking psychopath. And when he was gone because he's a over the road trucker. When he's not hearing me her talking, she goes, "Yeah, he's a fucking dipshit." I'm like, "Okay." Uh, so, and I think I hear
Damn.
them arguing whenever they see each other outside. I think they say stuff to each other and start yelling. And I'm like, "Oh God, y'all are gonna get in trouble." So now I don't have to be quiet. All right, so back to the topic
Damn.
because I'm only on number 7. This is where we're at. I feel girl, uh, girl texts this guy. What are you doing Friday night? Nothing to my knowledge. Well, in that case, would you like to be doing something? Serious question before I answer. She goes, "Okay, I'm all ears." Did you vote for Trump? I don't understand that, but
Okay, so,
I
so
don't understand that because
I okay. I laugh about this scenario because there's so many people who are so letting political views
come
ruin
between
their
come in between their
relationship.
relationships. I'm like, what? I'm like, it doesn't matter. Like, you're gonna vote for who you want to vote for. I'm gonna vote. We don't have to fucking like it, and it's just like football. I've seen this thing all over TikTok. My team is versus your team, and so we're competitive, but we do not hate each other, and we still love each other. And they would. It's a couple that says that every time that their two football teams play against each other, and I'm like, I like that. I'm like,
Well,
I want to find
I
that.
I could tell you this. Uh, B's team was Chicago,
Yep.
and my team is the Colts, right? But here's the funny thing: if the Chicago Bears plays the Colts, we know who we going for, right?
Yeah.
Like it's a battle. It's like it's football,
Oh yeah.
right?
Just like
But if
when the
Kansas here's the thing. But we both like Kansas City too, right?
okay.
So if the Chiefs plays against the Bears, we're going with the Chiefs. If the Chiefs plays against the Colts, we're going with the Chiefs. So it's really fun
Oh yeah.
that you're having fun. But like if you're gonna let political just because you have a difference of opinion ruin a relationship, you're really short. I'm sorry, but there's people who like, if you vote for Trump, don't talk to me. If you vote
Dude, you
for
don't know
Biden, don't talk to me.
how
If you
many of my
like,
school friends I
Hey,
when the whole
I don't-
election
remember,
happened.
what was that? Be
like when people were getting vaccinated, you ever see like on dating sites or whatever, or like people were vaccinated, they didn't want nothing to do with you. If you didn't have your vaccine for COVID-19, remember when that was like, oh my God,
Yeah.
you
the
were
vaccine
vaccinated?
thing? Yeah,
Yes.
the fam. Yep, I remember that. The whole family thing. If you weren't vaccinated and they
Yeah.
didn't want you to come to Thanksgiving,
Yep. I had that. Actually, my family, my
People were like,
my mom didn't want to get the vaccination when COVID came out, and my family or my mom's side of the family shunned her or didn't talk to her for a couple of or for the rest of COVID. Basically, they told her that she was stupid, and my mom became a real germaphobe when COVID hit. It kind of brought the germaphobe. Mom, I love you to death, but it did, and you know it's true. If you do watch this, uh, you know it's a fact. Not only can my brother say it, but also Ty can. It brought the germaphobe out on you, but it did ruin because she didn't want to go to Thanksgiving because she was afraid of COVID because she knew a
well,
lot of people that died from COVID. Her friend
but
groups
here's
and
the
all
thing.
that.
Here's I'm gonna ask you a question, right?
Yeah,
I told somebody this. I just literally, I was like, I got a brain. I think for myself.
yeah,
They, the whole idea of things was trust the science, right? Trust the science. And I'm gonna tell you, being a person who went through the gas chamber, yeah, volunteered firefighter, mask, and all of this stuff. My mom's a nurse. Um, I'm gonna tell you this. I was like, think for yourself, right?
yeah,
You're gonna tell me if I run into a burning building, right? As a firefighter, I need a mask to give me oxygen. It protects me, right?
yeah,
100%.
yeah,
Um, as a surgeon, you wear a mask to protect you from your saliva when you talk or you breathing or sweating dropping into an open wound.
yeah,
It protects you as the surgeon and you as the patient, right?
yeah,
As a person in the military, you go through the gas chamber, they give you a gas mask. The gas mask protects you from the gases, right?
yes,
It keeps you from breathing in the gases.
yes,
So, you're going to tell me the deadliest virus known to man and the clothes that I'm wearing, the shirt that's just on your back, skirt, jeans, whatever, panties that you're wearing, is going to protect you. Make that make sense.
I, it's okay. My mom,
That's all I'm saying.
my mom.
on
This
the
was
same,
her rules.
yeah.
This was her rules. If you went out during because COVID started when I was still in Michigan. So when COVID first started, if we went out, when we walked when we walked around the back, you couldn't walk through the front door anymore. You were not allowed to. You had to go to the back door, take off your shoes, take off your socks, strip to your underwear. Well, no, not underwear. If you had shorts on, you could wear the shorts and your t-shirt. You get all that off. You would have to take out. You had to take your phone out, your wallet out, your keys out, put them on a table that she set out, walk into the house, grab a towel that was sitting on a dishwasher that was over by where the wall was that was closest to the bathroom, grab a towel and immediately get into the shower. And she, from what my brother said, you had to take at least a 10-minute, 15-minute shower. You had to, you had to,
You got
you were decontaminating yourself, and then
right, but I'm just saying that sounds like she's, you know,
she became a germaphobe.
decontamination. I'm like,
She became a germaphobe,
but
which is I understood. I didn't like it. I hated it. I thought it was stupid. Like even when I bought a pack of smokes, I couldn't unwrap them and grab a cigarette to smoke. I had to leave the plastic on it, get home, put it on the table, go take a shower. Which, by the way, I had crutches because I had knee surgery, so I had to leave those out there. Hop my ass into the shower, put my leg out of the shower, sit there and wash the rest of my body, then grab a freaking wipe or a baby wipe and wipe my freaking leg around my cast, and then get get go upstairs with the towel, hopping upstairs, putting on clothes, hobble back downstairs, go outside if my mom didn't already do it, then go ahead and start cleaning everything to bring it into the house. And you would use Clorox wipes with gloves on, making sure like it was bad. Mom, I love you, by the way. I really
No,
do.
my mom was like that too. She'd go to the
but
grocery
look,
store and she would wipe everything down before she would
That's
get her
what she did.
groceries.
Yep,
She
yep,
would literally would wipe everything down before she brought it into the house.
yep. My mom did the same exact thing. And if it can
And
get taken
every
out of the
single person
box,
in my family, I'm sorry,
no, you're good. And
no,
if
you're
it's like a pizza in a box, she would wipe the box off, take the pizza out, wipe the plastic, and then hand it to the person that was inside so they can go put it up. And before you brought your shoes inside, you had to freaking use a Clorox. It was annoying, but I knew why she was doing it. It sucked.
dude. I
well,
get it,
everybody.
but here's I get it, but everybody's different. What made me laugh, and I'll tell you, the biggest thing that made me laugh was I have a lot of friends, you know, who was swearing up and down about getting the shots and getting the shots and getting the shots, and they got the shots. And this is what got me. During the COVID era, I was working more and more. Like I was in hospitals, I was in on military installations. I mean, I was it like seemed like every single day, and I was getting tested like temperature and
Yep,
the COVID thing,
yep,
filling out things saying, hey, did you have any sickness? Did you travel out of the
yep.
country? Did you
I remember
all of
you
this
had
stuff,
to do
right?
that. Even
And
to
I
go
was
into a
laughing because
doctor's office, you had to do that. It was annoying.
yeah, but it made me laugh because so many people were doing it, and friends of mine were like, oh man, I'm about to go take the shot. And they go take the shot, and they took the shot, and they were like, yeah, I'm good, I'm good, I'm good, I'm protected, and this, that, and the other. And then like they got COVID. And then they were like, oh, we got to go take the second shot. So they got the booster shot. Then they got COVID. I have friends flat out got COVID 3 times, right? And I was like, okay, so you got a shot, you got the shot 3 times, you got COVID. Yeah, I was like, okay, that's crazy. And then I had a group of friends that I actually went to the bar with. We all went to the bar together, sat down around the table, drinking, having a good time. All of them came down with COVID except for me. And then they go, well, how did you know? I was like, I'm telling you, I kind of knew what it was, why I didn't get COVID. And there was a lot of people who were around me that got COVID that I interact with on a daily day basis. And I just kind of was like, I told them what to do. And like 3 days later, they were fine. My coworker got COVID. He didn't get COVID from like hanging out with anybody. His roommate's girlfriend came over,
Yeah.
was exposed to COVID, gave both of them the COVID, right? And then he was telling me, and I was like, well, hey, do this. 3 days later, he was back to bouncing off the wall. I mean, you know
When I
what?
had COVID, I had COVID twice. I had COVID once, and it was the first time. It was just like I had the flu for a day. All I did was hydrate, and I had to take off a week of work though because the mandates of if you test positive for COVID, you had to have 5 days off, which sucked for me. But in the second time I got COVID, oh, I was on the couch basically dead. I was couldn't move me. My buddy Pat came over and he goes, and he like came over with a mask and everything. He goes, "Alex, you okay?" I'm like, "I got COVID. I want death. Kill me." He goes, "Oh, I brought you some Gatorade and he goes, and I brought you some light, or he goes, I brought you some soup from this place." I said, "Thank you," because I can't even move to go make myself something. I was like, I want death. I want death. And then 2 days after I tested positive, I was fine because all I did was drink. I stayed hydrated. I ate stuff that I could hold down. Oh, B left. Uh-oh. She having technical difficulties?
Probably technical difficulty. I'm uh I'm finishing up the front of my truck. The funny thing is, it's way easier to do the to do the front, the well, not the front, but I got the
Yeah.
brakes for the back, but I'm doing the front, and now that's done. Now I got to just start the vehicle and switch things over. And I'm probably gonna do the rear uh tomorrow.
So anyway, so back to the topics we were talking about.
Are we on break or
No, no, I put it on break because I was gonna go message her. I was like, oh, she's having technical difficulties, I think, so I didn't message her. Where was I at? Oh, this. So this next one says, "This is what I mean when I say get to the point." What? So text message. I don't know if this is a guy or a girl. What if I had both massive biceps and melon crushing thighs? Person responds, "Well then," and then puts a ring. I mean, yeah, get to the point. Uh, define ride when they what, and then we can proceed with this conversation. If we date, you, if we date, could you reinforce your wheelchair so I could ride on the back? Hey, there's Ty.
Oh,
reimburse you with the wheelchair?
Yeah,
what
it's
it
That's a
do?
what they do, baby boo.
that's
What it do?
what's up. That's funny.
How we all doing in here, huh?
Yeah, we're doing
Good.
good. I wonder what's going on with B.
I
She
saw
probably
a
lost signal.
fucking thing today, not gonna lie.
You had a what?
She probably
I
lost
forgot
signal.
all the fucking podcasts today, not gonna lie.
And then you saw,
You
you're
what?
like, oh fuck.
Yeah, and then I saw on I got notification from fucking
Discord.
the thing where Blue said BRB, and I was like, oh shit.
Oh, she said BRB. Oh yeah, look at that. Hold on.
Yeah,
BRB.
BRB. So I was like, oh shit. How's everybody doing?
Everyone, I'm
Good.
doing all right. We haven't talked about what you told me we can talk about in the podcast yet. I was waiting for you to jump on.
Talk about what?
You know exactly what. You just forgot.
I have no clue what you're talking about.
All right. So we're going to talk about this. We're going to skip the rest of these because they're starting to actually get boring. So Tyler was telling me about a girl that he was fucking with, and
Yeah, tell me why she sounded like a fucking deaf person moaning. You know how when deaf people sign and they try to talk at the same
And
time?
it
They
sounds like,
kind of do all like that mouthing because they don't know how to speak. That's what she sounded like. I was like, God damn, bro.
I'm going to hell. I already know. I'm going to hell.
I
I'm
was like,
okay
how the
with it.
fuck am I supposed to get off listening to that?
Picture Tay Tay.
I mean, Alex gets off,
Oh, don't you start this.
fucking women that look like
Hey, it's not the
dudes,
roast
so,
part yet, bitch. It's not the roast part. That's a whole 30-minute segment by itself. We're not there yet. We're only an hour in. We got to give them something in the middle, dude. Fuck off.
We're only an hour in. You guys only started at 8?
7 o'clock, yeah. 7 our time. 8 o'clock for you.
Damn, what the fuck have y'all been doing?
Literally, we started at 7, and we've been talking about the the 17 funny dating bios. One person literally said, I want a, I'm married to a man, and I want a female cuddle buddy, basically. So we talked about that. Then we started talking about mom and her COVID thing. Jesus, you are loud, Ty.
Yeah, so is your mom.
Oh, you're in the freaking laundry room. That's why you're so loud.
You said what?
I said you're in the laundry room. That's why you're so loud.
Oh, your mom's loud.
She is, especially when she's yelling. But
Yeah, because that's what I meant.
we were talking about mom's. You remember how mom was when COVID was around? You had to like wipe off everything before you came into the house.
Bro.
Yeah, we talked about
Your
that.
mom's still like that, homie.
No, she wasn't like that when I was up there last July. Cause I walked in with my shoes on. Oh, then she did. She did tell me
You
to
don't
dig.
know how to take your shoes off of your mom's house because you're disrespectful.
Well, that's because I also walked through my whole house with my shoes on. So,
That's your house, though. It's not your mom's house.
mm. All right. Well, here's the
First
topic.
thing I do when I get into my parents' house is take my shoes off. And I walk around my house with my shoes on.
I guess I'm a disrespectful piece of shit. Anyway.
Yes, you are.
Wow. So
You
here's
said
a,
it.
here's the topic that I want both Blaze's opinion and your opinion. What do you
I don't
think?
give a fuck.
Well, fuck you, bitch. Anyway,
You wish you could.
no, the fuck I don't.
Well, you just said it.
I said fuck you. I didn't say I was.
Uh-huh.
Fucking learn how to fucking take something. Damn. Wait, I don't want you to roast me again. My bad.
Yeah. You better be careful.
I don't need that roast again, bro. I don't need that high school hatred back.
You better be careful.
I don't want it. I promise I don't.
Are you sure?
I promise. I do not want it. No, no, no. So, what do you guys think are the 3 things you should never text a woman?
How you doing?
That is not the top 3.
The fuck?
I have the top 3 answers. What are what do you think the
Does the
top?
carpets match the drapes?
No, but that one should be up there. And
Just sending them a dick pic?
this is from a male dating coach.
What was that? Hey, here's the thing, man. I think one of them is probably I should have never texted a woman. Hey, look, when you gonna let me hit it?
That should be up there, but it's not. These are something that it's kind of like common sense, but
It's
there's
not
a
easy being easy.
Hey,
God.
when you gonna give me a blowjob? I mean, I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. Shit. When you gonna give me
I
a
could
hall pass?
I could beat you like
I
your
mean,
ex did.
Oh fuck.
hey,
That's fucked. That is fucked.
hey, when are you gonna reach 50 Shades of Grey so we can get freaky?
God damn it, motherfucker. I should be writing this shit down. Hold on, wait.
You're like, hey, when you gonna let me do like when you gonna let me do like Jack Harlow and hit you with them whips and chains?
Bro.
Damn.
Bro. God damn
Hey,
it.
when you gonna let me do like shit? I never text her. Hey, yo, when you gonna let me do like R. Kelly 12 play album?
Jeez. Oh no. Yeah, no, like
Hey,
now that you all said those,
can I text her? Can I text the woman? Can I text the woman? Hey, look, you heard about Genuine Pony, right? I got a full blown horse. When you gonna come ride it?
bro, fuck. Oh shit. Dude,
I'm like, you like trucks? I'm gonna ask her if she likes trucks because I got a Hemi she can come drive. I mean, can I text a woman? I got a you have you ever drove a stick and she gonna be like no, and I'm just gonna be like, well, I got a stick shift you can shift on. I'll teach you how to drive. I mean, I don't know what I don't know what can I tell her.
you know how to drive a stick? There's the new t-shirt, you know how to drive a stick? I can show you. Put a manual, put like a
Right?
6-speed manual shifter.
Yeah.
I mean, what about Disney Plus and Bust a Nut? What about that one?
Matter of fact, you know how they said on Facebook, not on Facebook, on TikTok, it was like Netflix and chill. Well, shit, I'm too old for Netflix and chill. We're gonna get Popeyes and fuck. I'm just like that's
What
that's
about Hulu and Screw You
right.
You
or
know what?
Hulu and
HBO?
These
screw you.
Oh,
these three don't even match to y'all's. Y'all's are like, I mean, then again, those
I mean,
probably would get
then again, we
responses.
might say
CB2, Blockbuster, and Cock Thruster.
right.
I mean, in this generation, that might actually work. You might get a response out of half of those. All right, so the number one thing that this dating app or this dating
BuzzFeed and
coach,
Proceed.
this dating coach says is one of the top three things you don't text a woman is why didn't you reply? Number two is will you be my girlfriend?
Alex.
Number three, we should hang out sometimes.
Alex.
Yes.
So that's all three of the things you've said before.
So, and I read the "Will you be my girlfriend" one, and I read into depth, and I'm like, why is that a bad thing? They go, why would you want to ask somebody out over text? Why don't you just ask them face to face? It's like, okay, that makes actual fucking sense.
Right.
And then when it said we should hang out again, he goes, that's just suggesting it. He goes, ask them what they're. I'm dying. Anyway,
We know.
so he goes, you should always ask them if they have plans on this day, and if not, make it happen. I was like, okay, so just three common sense things. Got it. What?
So if you go to Urban Dictionary and you type in what a hot Alex is, it says when the tip of your dick gets stuck in your belly button.
Wait, so a hot Alex?
My cock flew so high it gave me a hot collar. Hot Alex, sorry.
Oh, God. Oh. Well, on that note, thank you for watching. Oh, fuck. Bro, my big dick's not even big enough to do that shit. That's what, at least fucking 14, right? Shit. All right. Now let me ask you this one. What do you think the top 6 answers are? This is kind of like a family feud. Top 6 answers on the board. Uh there are 12 there are 12 red flags that means that you should leave this toxic relationship. What do you think, Tyler, are the 12 flags
12 flags of what?
that you're in a toxic relationship and you should leave?
There are no red flags.
You said you're talking about like when there isn't any.
There's never red flags.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, Blazin, you're up.
What?
All
I'm
right,
up for what? I'm up for president? Yeah. I'm just playing.
Lord help us. Uh, so
Shit.
there's 12 red flags. I wrote down 6 of them for the top 6 answers. What do you think the one of the 6 answers are that means? What are the red flags in a relationship that means you should get out of a toxic relationship?
When she constantly spending damn money,
Survey
that's
says.
one.
Survey says. It's not
I
up
I would
there.
say the other one, a toxic relationship, when she keeps freaking damn well being evasive with questions that you ask, just simple questions.
Survey says.
Like there's
Ding. That's one.
yeah, or
That's
she's
technically 7 and 8. Or that's 8. So
or
I'll
every
give it to
time
you.
you talk to her, it's always your fault. Everything that happens is always your fault.
Number 5. Feeling controlled or manipulated.
Yep.
Number 5.
Another thing is like withstanding from intimacy with you.
Yeah, that was like number 7. So yeah.
Yeah, I'm just saying those are
Tyler.
all signs of toxic relationship.
Tyler, give it a try.
Yeah,
What do you think?
give what a try.
What do you think is the red flags in a relationship that will show that it's a toxic relationship?
When they all of a sudden start to do a bunch of drugs.
So lack of lack. Well, I don't even know if that would be that. Uh, that's not on there, but that's a good one. Try another
Or you
one.
should just scratch out one and then put it in there because that's the top red flag. If you're with
Okay.
somebody and then all of a sudden they start doing cocaine, you should definitely leave
This
them.
is like mentally. This is not that kind of stuff. It's a mental. That's what they're asking.
Okay, they faking being somebody for a year, and then after that year they start to do cocaine. There you go.
So the manipulation that's already taken. Number one of
Your mom.
how you know you're in a toxic relationship and it's a red flag is when you constantly feel drained when talking to that person. Number 2,
When you had to drive 2.5 hours to go and see them every weekend,
bro.
but they
Okay,
won't.
I got to pause right here, bro. Did somebody piss you off? Because you're bringing up Amanda a lot. God damn, bro. Like you just hardcore like fuck this bitch. Like fuck.
When she sits there and tells you that when you're in an argument, she sits there and then says a bunch of shitty ass shit to you, saying how bad of a boyfriend you are, but then goes on Facebook and posts how great of a boyfriend you are and how great you are to our kids, even though about like 20 minutes ago she said how shitty of a boyfriend you were and she wished that she never met you.
God damn it, Tyler. You took this deep. Fuck. Okay, that's manipulation again. So yes.
Or when she cheats on you and then she tries to hide it and thinks she's actually smart, but she's not. And then her Facebook, her Netflix is still signed into your TV, so you make an account that says lying, cheating bitch on it, and she gets mad at you, and then goes off on your stepmom over it, even though it wasn't your stepmom's fault.
God damn it. You chose violence today, didn't you? You chose like fuck people. I'm ready. This is the like one day a week I get to roast the fuck out of people and not give a fuck. Tyler draws violence. Okay, once again, that's manipulation. Also, also one person putting effort, so I will give you that. You got number three. Waiting for him to say something else. Well, I guess you also said like,
When after a week of you guys being broken up, she moves some dude in with her with their kid, and then all of a sudden she's pregnant with their kid, and then she has the baby, and then she ends up having three baby daddies because she doesn't know how to close her goddamn fucking leg because she's a fucking hoe just like her mom. But
oh,
anyways, you go ahead.
oh, oh, okay, the lack of respect. You got that one. Uh, I thought you liked her mom, bro.
All of them go fuck off at this point.
Tyler woke up choosing violence today, Blaze. Fuck. Maybe we should not do a roast Alex because he's gonna roast my life away. Oh fuck. That's staying in. I'm not doing any editing on this. So it's
Okay,
staying in.
your shit. Your shit.
All
A
right.
bitch has sister tells you that she can't be with you anymore because she has cancer and she wants to focus on that. But then after you guys break up, she goes and marries her ex.
Fuck. Oh.
Wow, that's off the chain.
I've
Yeah.
been waiting for him to come say that. I was waiting for him like fucking hell, Tyler. Shit. Oh. Okay. How about when your girlfriend keeps saying that she has a fucking or the dog has feelings for her ex and is depressed because of it, but that's only a reason for her to talk to her ex and then cheat on you with her ex and then lie straight to your face saying that she never did. Anyway, or the one bitch that got knocked up by another dude while you're in a relationship with her.
Or when you go and be in a relationship for 2.5 years and you go to go see this person and you drive 2.5 hours to go do it, and when you get the shit, she leaves to go to a bar with her friends, but then doesn't invite you to do it, and then you get pissed off, want to go home because you just wasted your time driving all the way over there to see her, and she fucking left your ass there. Then she also asked somebody to watch her kids, even though you're there and you've been with her for 2.5 years, and you would think that she trusted you at that point, but then she goes and has somebody else watch her kids, and you just sit there dicking around, not knowing what the fuck to do because she left your ass and she paid somebody to watch your kids. And then she also went and did a bunch of fucking cocaine with her friends, and then got one of her friends and her husband to actually break up. And then that person had a kid with the other person that they cheated on her husband with, because Amanda decided to get somebody that was I'm sorry, not Amanda, because my ex decided to get someone that was already addicted to drugs at one point, addicted to drugs again, and fucked up their relationship.
You feeling better, Ty?
And then
I mean, I already said her name like 3 times, so fuck.
right, so did I.
Fuck it, yellow. Ow, fuck it.
So do you know what a churro is?
A churro? Isn't that
Oh
a
yeah, a
pedophile?
churro. Huh?
Like a churro? Pedophile?
Yeah, like, you know what a churro is?
Pedophile.
No, a churro is when having anal sex, the person receiving sharts explosively,
Ugh.
splattering the penetrator's penis and crotch with liquid feces, giving it the appearance of a cinnamon sugar churro.
Ugh. Ugh. That is disgusting. You went from roasting your ex to going, you know what a churro? It's like me trying to pick a video game.
I hooked up with Sandy last night, and well, I was taking her from behind, and she gave me a churro.
I thought you were actually talking about a girl you were fucking.
Yeah, she must have been on a juicy cleanse or something. What's a juicy cleanse?
Oh, 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 oh. Okay, stop. Oh, or how about this one, Ty? How about every time you go over to to your ex's house, and when you get there, all she does is sit on her phone texting other dudes because she says she loves you, but she really doesn't. It makes you feel totally ignored, which is number 4. Or which
How about when you go over to you go over to your ex's house and you feel like you can't actually say anything to them because if they do, they'll get mad at you because they have bipolar depression. So anything that you sit there and say to them, it just triggers them, and then they sit there for 10 years bitching about how their dad died, even though it wasn't their actual dad, and that fucks up their life every time they come. Every time that moment comes around, even though they've been dead for fucking 10 years, so get the fuck over it by now. And then after that, um, they call you a piece of shit. But anyways, go ahead.
walking on eggshells. Number 2, congratulations, you both got theory. I'm like how you just start saying scenarios. I'm like, okay, that fits that one. That fits that one. That fits that one. Oh fuck. How about when this person tells you that she loves you and ends up kissing a guy that gave her an STD?
Oh wow,
Yeah,
that's crazy.
that was high school girlfriend. Tyler knows exactly which one that is.
How about okay, I got you. How about when the person is married, but then she keeps coming to you to have sex because she had a crush on you in high school. So every time she gets a chance, she tries to fuck you.
Yeah, but you don't stop it, do you?
But then she has 3 kids with this dude and apparently can't afford to pay for these kids. So then what the fuck are you doing having kids if you can't afford to fucking have them? And if your husband doesn't have fucking money, then you need someone to get off his lazy fucking ass and get a fucking job because it's not other people's responsibilities to make sure your kids are fucking taken care of except for y'all's. And if you also can't have a job, well, that's your fucking own problem. You should learn how to fucking work and stop being a lazy piece of shit and stop making up scenarios on why you can't fucking work and just get a fucking job. Anyways.
Tyler chose violence today, ladies and gentlemen. The people that watch this on YouTube, I need to put a warning in because motherfucker's on a roll. I think he's. I don't even want to get to the roast Alex part because I'm in danger. I'm in danger. So what pissed you off?
Nothing.
Oh man, don't sound like nothing. Sounds like one of your exes popped back up and it just brought the rage out. Oh, Tyler chose violence. All right, now we're gonna get to the roast Alex segment. Oh, I hate this part. Really do. All right, Tyler, roast away. Come on, let's get it done and over with. We're at hour
Do you know,
30.
do you know what a dirty Mexican is?
Oh God, no.
When you turn around and spread your butt cheeks and spray diarrhea on an intruder.
Oh fuck. Oh fuck.
I almost got murdered last night, but I did a dirty Mexican to defend myself.
God almighty. You need help.
Mexicans who are very dirty. This includes bitches named Lil Wayne and Dora.
Oh, that's
OMG, did you see those dirty Mexicans down the street?
bro, that just sounds racist.
That does sound racist.
Or it's also when a horny guy has no other choice but to remove his female partner's tampon before they engage in sexual intercourse.
Okay, I'm desperate for shit, but I don't know if I'm that desperate. At that point, I'll just wait. Oh, you're
A
on you.
blunt rolled with a ground mix of marijuana and tobacco.
Yeah, that's how. That's what my mommy used to do. Get some weed, put it in there, put some tobacco in it. You get a little weed as you get your nicotine. That's nothing new.
Right?
Shit. All right, Tyler, come on. I know you want to roast me. Come on.
No, I did enough roasting. I'm okay.
Well, fuck.
Oh, here we go. This one says a disappointment. You should just say Alex on here.
Hey, I don't even have my
Yeah.
freaking damn thing.
Alex is not a disappointment.
It depends on who you ask. I am.
I'll tell you,
Oh,
you
so
wanna
this
hear something
one,
funny?
Sure.
You
yeah,
wanna hear something funny?
Alex's love
So
life.
I was waiting for
no,
that one.
I know. You ever go get gas
Okay.
and you go to get gas but you forgot your wallet?
Yeah, I've done that a couple
Bro,
times. Then I had to drive back to the apartment, go back upstairs, get it, go back down, go back to the gas station.
Yeah, I so just did that.
damn.
Yeah. Be like, yeah, what happened? Uh, uh, can't do that.
Forgot my
I actually
wallet.
did that not too long ago. I was going to, I literally, oh yeah, I was going to go to a bar with a bunch of my friends. Remember how I told you I went to that gay bar?
Yeah.
And literally, I forgot it at home, and I drove at work all day without my driver's license. And then I went to go to do this, and I'm like, oh shit, if I get a drink, I'm gonna get ID'd. I'm literally like 15 minutes from this place. So I was like, oh, I gotta stop and get gas. I turned the fuck back around because I didn't have my wallet, so not only did I not have money to be able to pay for gas, I also didn't have an ID to get into, for the fucking bar either. So I'm just like, great.
That's why I have
Right?
a picture of my ID in my phone for worst case scenarios.
Isn't it? It's kind of funny. I was like, dude, I'm just stoked. Can't believe I did that too.
Hmm.
It
I
means you're
cold
getting
heartedly did
old.
that.
Happens to the best of us.
I'm
If it
getting
makes
old. Excuse you. Speak for yourself.
if it makes you feel any better, the first day my dad got his motorcycle, he left his gas cap at a fucking gas station,
Jesus.
Nah, that's funny.
So when are you gonna start
and then
going
had to get
riding
a new
again?
one. You said what?
When are you gonna start riding again?
I try to go.
Well,
I try to ride today. I asked my dad if he wanted to ride with me today, but then he said he was in a bunch of pain and couldn't fucking do it, or he wasn't feeling good or some shit.
So did he just go over there
well,
and get on the
apparently
bike?
my shit is so freaking damn. My damn stuff that I was doing is like won't reset, and I can't reset my stuff. I'm like, oh, you know, when you have problems like that, you're like, man, this is ridiculous. It's like it should automatically do it, but it won't do it. I'm like, you freaking piece of crap.
Well, for people on YouTube, because this will probably go up tonight after YouTube looks for any copyright
What
reasons.
about all the other ones that you haven't edited yet that you need to post?
Yeah, I'll work on those eventually.
Working on it, you better work on it harder and quicker.
It's okay. I've already skipped like 3 weeks. I'll just have to. I'll put it in the
You
playlist.
better get to it.
I'm gonna just. I don't want to
Oh,
sit
hurry the
there.
fuck up! You're the one that wanted to do this shit, so you're the one
I
supposed
know
to be
that's
putting
why
all
I'm not
the
putting my
effort.
personal shit in there. Super personal. I don't give a fuck about my past
Jeez,
relationships.
you guys are really a married couple.
Yeah, I try to tell people all the time he's gay, but nobody fucking listens to me. He always goes, "Oh, I'm not gay."
Man,
That's usually
He's not
what gay
gay.
people say.
He's not gay. He's just happy.
I'm a very happy person.
If he's not
He's
gay,
just
then I'm not. I'm not fat.
well, you're not fat either. You're just big. You're just big bodied.
Big phone.
You might as well just say I'm fucking fat at that point.
No, you're big bodied. You're not fat. You're big bodied.
You're healthy.
You're healthy, man. You're not fat.
Do you know what a jail job is?
No.
Yeah.
So this is a stereotypical female unskilled entry level job such as cashier, waitress, or clerk.
Oh.
Susan just got a jail job down at the truck stop.
So she's a lot lizard. No, I know it's a joke. That was a bad one. I know.
So were you born that funny, or did you learn how to be like that?
A little bit of both.
Yeah.
I don't know. There's some
Who do
things.
we blame? Your mom or your dad?
Both.
Yeah.
Love your mom, but both.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, the jokes I tell her, she thinks is hilarious. So
She's your mom. She's gonna laugh at your jokes. It's just like, you know how people tell you only have a face a mother can love. Same thing.
never been told that. Never
Mm-hmm.
been told that.
Mm-hmm. Sure.
I actually haven't.
Mm-hmm.
Not that I can recall. At least I might have put that down with the deep dark pain.
What pain you got?
Yeah, I got plenty, brother.
Yeah.
You guys are hilariously funny.
I got plenty. I got friends in those places.
You're like, I got friends in high places.
Fuck, I don't. I got friends in low places. Fuck, if I had friends in high places, I might be doing a little bit better.
Oh, are you saying that I'm not a good enough friend because I'm not in high places? I see
Oh,
how it
you
is.
take it that way, you little bitch.
Wow, I see how it is.
Oh, shut the fuck up. That's not what I mean. I'm saying if. Oh,
No, it's totally what you're saying though. So what? Just 8 years of friendship is all out the window.
Blazin's right. We are like a fucking married couple.
I'm telling you, y'all are like shit. Y'all do this joint all the time.
We just known each other for so damn long. Going on, let's see.
Like 8 years.
Yeah. Oh, fuck.
It's 8 years too fucking long. God damn.
Fuck you, bitch.
Why am I even still friends with this motherfucker at this point?
Fuck, I've been
He
at.
don't ever come. He don't ever come to see me.
Fuck you mean? I was up there last July, bitch.
Yeah, if your fucking grandparents and dad didn't pay for the shit, you wouldn't even came.
I mean, it was a free plane ride. What do you want from me? I got offered it. So for free for me, right? Am I wrong?
Yeah.
Fuck you. That's your fucking model. Fuck you, bitch.
That's hilarious.
Do I need to start the roasting, or are you good?
Come on, bring it. I've been waiting for your ass to roast me. Come on. Just don't bring up my kid. One
You don't
rule.
bring up what?
Don't bring up my kid. One rule. Don't bring my kid up.
Well, that your kid knows how to hoe you better than anybody else.
Okay, that's fine. Just don't bring up my. That's fine. I'm
Where your
okay with
kid
that
sits
one.
there, looks at you, and starts calling you a big back, big back.
Hey,
Yeah.
it's hilarious when his kid is trying to call him gay. He's like, my dad's gay.
Let me ever hear him say that. And I look at him like, you've been around Uncle Ty way too much, and your mom.
You know, this is coming from a motherfucker who wants to stay a shitty ass job making 13 a fucking hour because he doesn't want to go somewhere else that pay more, even though it might be a fucking fast food restaurant. But obviously, he doesn't want more fucking money because he likes to be stuck at the fucking place where he's at now, making no fucking money and having to struggle for the rest of his fucking life. You're welcome.
God damn. Why'd you have to put my personal information out there, you fuckhead? Now I gotta edit. Fucker.
You know, guy is shit.
Fuck. I was expecting a little bit more, but
Jeez.
he chose violence today. He really did.
I woke up this morning saying I choose violence.
You really did. He
He
was
said,
like,
"I choose violence."
he
That's
goes,
Yeah,
he
hilarious.
goes.
I woke up. I was like, you know what? Today I feel like I'm in a violent mood.
What's funny is he probably worked at the job he loved. Wait, did
I
you?
did too.
He probably
I
did
came.
it for real.
I was being too nice and everything to people today, so I was like, you know what? I gotta fucking do something different.
He goes, this feels weird. Hold on. Hey, I finally got what I wanted because I was like, I don't want you to be. I don't like that you're always happy at that job. He goes, all right, fine. Fuck you. I'm gonna be happy when I work. When I get home, I'm just gonna take it all on you, bitch. Wow, that really did make us sound like a married couple. Oh, ooh, is the Tiger game on?
What the fuck? Ew, who gives a fuck about tigers, bro?
Fucking, I do, bro. They're not.
Bro, that explains fucking a lot.
And you're a fucking Lions fan, just like me. So what the fuck's your point?
So who honestly sits there and watches 180 games of fucking
I don't
baseball?
watch
Like
all of
who
them.
has life, bro?
You damn. That's a freaking yeah.
He
Like
hoeing.
goddamn. My question is the fucking people that buy the fucking season passes, you are not watching 180 fucking baseball games. I'm sorry. That's not fucking happening. I can't even sit through a fucking hour of baseball, let alone 180 fucking games. No wonder why you get season tickets for a fucking baseball game cheap as fuck because nobody wants to go and watch this shit. And then when you
Depending
play the
on the team.
game, when you actually play the video game, you see the stands completely full. I've been to baseball games. I've never one time seen a whole fucking stadium full at a fucking baseball game.
Well, you're also not going to a game where you're not in LA with the Dodgers, or you're in Houston with the Astros, or you're with Boston back when
I
they
was
were hot.
in Detroit with the fucking Tigers, and that stadium wasn't even fucking full.
No, because they've been on a freaking slow streak for the last fucking. Let's see, the last time
Bro,
they went
how
to the
hard is it
World's
to get a fucking goddamn ball?
harder than you think. Fucking bro, we talk about those fucking knuckleballs in the game all the fucking time. The fuck you mean? How hard is it? The fuck?
Bro, I could easily hit balls. I
No,
do it every
no.
day of my
I
life.
bet you $100 you couldn't. A
Bro, I
major
hit
league
balls
pitcher.
every day of my life.
I bet you if a major league pitcher that can throw 100-mile-per-hour fastball and throw other pitch to you, you would not be able to hit.
Bro, I always hit my balls and my legs when I walk. What do you mean?
Oh snap!
Motherfucker.
Wow.
And by the way, the Detroit Tigers are 21-12.
Oh wow.
Fuck yeah, we're number one,
They lost
motherfucker.
12 fucking games. They're ass.
They lost 12 but won 21. We're versing
So
the Angels, who are a little bit better than us, and they're 12-19.
every team's fucking better than us.
Okay, but we're still number one in the freaking American League. Out of everybody, the people that are probably even the closest is the Mariners and the Yankees. In the National League, the Mets are basically they're one game above us. They're 22-11. We're tied with the fucking Cubs, and the Dodgers are also above us. But we're like number 3 out of everybody. But we're number 1 in the American League. And that hasn't been a thing in since 2013, 14. So, fuck yeah. I'm happy.
When
And
you
we,
actually have to take PTO to go fishing because you work 2 fucking jobs.
yeah, I believe that.
And literally May 8th, I took off so I could go fishing.
I just think that you guys are full of crap. You guys are all about freaking baseball shit.
Baseball is literally baseball is the shittiest sport.
Nah,
Baseball is not the shittiest sport.
Bro,
I
I'd
don't like
rather watch
that.
paint dry.
The shittiest sport is probably watching freaking NASCAR. You just watch a car. It's another left turn.
I'd
Another
rather
left
watch
turn.
NASCAR
Another left
than
turn.
fucking sit there and watch a game of baseball.
I used to say that about football. I never understood
No,
it.
no, but okay. So like I said, I've been to games, right? And then I've watched games on TV. I'm gonna tell you this though: watching on TV is the most boring fucking shit ever. Going to a game is a little different. It's a little more entertaining, but straight up watching on TV is literally the most boring shit ever.
I mean, you could say that about football too,
I'd rather do anything else.
but
Bro, I was so into football.
I know I'm ready for this season. Oh, we got some good picks this
I'm
year.
not. I'm not. We've been too good 2 years in a row. We're not
Don't
doing
you
it a third
fucking
year.
start. Nope, shut the fuck up. Just shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck
We're not
up.
doing it a third year. I'm
Shut the
telling you right now.
la 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 la. Shut the fuck up. I want to hear
He's
none of your
saying you're not.
negative
What?
Nancy
Wait,
bullshit.
hold on. I got a good question. What team? What team's your team?
Lions.
The Lions.
Detroit
You only
Lions.
going with the Lions because they're good right now.
No, I've been a Lions fan my whole life. I knew they sucked ass. I've only here recently started watching them more. I knew they've sucked almost my whole life. They only been
Wait, hold on. I got a good question. So you're a Lions fan, right?
yep.
How come you never wear no Lions gear?
I have a Lions hat and a Lion t-shirt.
You ain't never wore it.
Because the Lion shirt is way too small. It's like a medium, and I'm like an extra large. So it's like barely covers my belly button. And then my Lions hat, I lost. I don't know where it went, but I had it. I wore that thing like a motherfucker.
Don't let him lie to you. He doesn't own any line shit.
You want to bet? I'll go grab the shirt right now.
You want to bet?
Yeah, you want to bet how much?
Yeah, yeah. You can bet sucking my wiener is what you can do.
I'm not gonna bet that.
Exactly.
I'll bet you money.
Bro, of course you'd want money, make it only fucking 13 an hour.
I'll bet I got $20 on it.
Okay, I got 4K on it.
Fuck.
Exactly. You can't match that shit because you don't fucking have it.
I can't match it, but I'll take it. I do
Nah,
have a
because you
Lions
can't
shirt.
match it. You gotta match it.
I can go get a loan real quick.
No, you can't.
Oh, I bet you I could.
What, from your fucking grandpa?
Don't worry about how I would get the loan.
Exactly. It's not a real loan. It's not
It's a
from a
loan.
fucking bank.
Oh, he is my bank. The fuck?
He called you grandpa. He said, "Grandpa."
The fuck?
That's funny.
Well, yeah, because my fucking bank won't let me take out a loan because they say I have no credit.
The
I gotta
get
cut
fucking
that out.
credit.
Right.
Get fucking credit.
Okay. How?
Easiest way to do that is fucking apply for a credit card.
I get denied every time.
That's your fucking issue. 'Cause you know there's multiple banks in the fucking world that you go to.
Yep. I've also gone
Where
to
were
Thermal.
where were the ones you tried?
I tried Masters, Visa, uh, fuck, what other ones are there?
Exactly. He doesn't even know.
No, I do because I've applied for them all. I just can't remember
Oh.
the other one.
Did you ever try Capital One?
Never even fucking heard of that one.
Exactly.
Technically, I could get a loan through Cash App. I've been approved for.
Who the fuck?
Yeah, you can get a loan from Cash App.
Why in the fuck would you do it?
I don't know. I saw it and it said I was approved for a loan because somehow I went negative in Cash App somehow. Don't know how I did that, but I went
How
negative.
you go negative in Cash App?
I don't know. I somehow did it. It was like $10. I was like, okay, so I just put $10 in it, and it built my credit with Cash App. I was like, okay.
How do you even go negative in a bank account in the first place?
I don't. I never go.
No, there's been times I have, but usually I just transfer from my savings into my checking and then
Yeah,
just cancel it.
that's with the checking stuff. That's just because you went like $1 over, and it just takes it out, and you're like, oh, I put $2-3
Yeah,
on it.
majority of
That's
the time what
fine.
happens is when I go to pay my fucking what you jigger my internet, and I'll pay it, and then what happens is it won't come out right away.
Yeah.
Like if I pay it on Friday, it won't actually come out until Monday. So by that time, I've spent some of the money,
And
and then I'll pull it out on that Monday, and then I'll be negative.
yeah,
And then I'm like, okay, I'll just transfer money over.
yeah, but I'm talking about like your saving account. How does that go negative? I don't understand.
Dude, my sister's shit is always negative.
I don't know how.
Bro, she can't even get a fucking credit card anymore.
Oh no, probably because of credit crap with her
She
bank.
ran up so many of them, bro. Shit.
I was
The other
telling.
day,
Oh
my a thing in the mail came to my mom's house for my sister.
yeah,
Because sometimes she has her mail sent over there. It's about getting approved for a credit card. My mom ripped that bitch up and threw it away.
yep. Uh, I was telling Blazen, I was like, uh, you were talking about, or you're talking to your sister about budgeting, and and she goes, I can, and you go, and you told her like, if no, you can, because if Alex can, you can. I was like,
Oh yeah. I was like, bro, if Alex can budget his shit off of $300 a fucking, I mean not $300, a fucking 13 an hour. I was like, bro, you can budget your shit off of the two fucking jobs you work.
yeah, I'm a budget king.
I was like, yeah, that's totally that. Because I was like, you know what's sad, Alicia, is literally your second job you make more money at than I do at my second job.
Yeah.
I was like, shit, between your two jobs, you technically make more than I do a week. And I was like, so how am I over here able to fucking save up my money and shit, and you can't?
There's a comment I can say, but I'm not.
I told her the one day, I was like, if you'd stop spending your money on fucking bullshit you didn't need, and also going to Sam's and spending money when you're fucking over there,
That's what I was gonna
you'd be
say.
perfectly fucking fine. I was like, because what happens is I was like, every time you spend money, you need to start to realize that it's gonna affect you being able to pay for fucking rent. I was like, because you're fucking me over not being able to cover, like if you're $100 or $200 short, now you're fucking me over. I was like, how's that fair to me? I was like, so now every time you spend money, you need to think about whether or not it's gonna fuck me over.
Yeah. My cousin asked me how much money I had when I moved down to where I'm at now, and I said nothing. The fuck? She goes, "How did you live?" I said, "I got lucky. Place." I said, "Family." I said, "I had somewhere I could live and got a job as soon as I got down here. Then I just worked my ass off and to get where I am today.
To get what you're at today, making 13 an hour.
Get where I am today."
Yeah, making 13 an hour.
Stop saying my fucking hourly pay, fucker. I don't want to keep
Okay,
editing this shit out.
okay, making $450 a week.
Bro,
He's- Damn. Why you doing him like that, man?
Because I'm waiting for him to actually finally decide he's gonna get another fucking job so he can make more money so I can stop hearing him bitch about being fucking broke all the time. Because I guarantee you, if he made more money, he'd probably be happier.
What do you
Well,
mean?
I mean, how much money is too much money? You know what I'm saying? Or how much
Bro,
money is
I
too
feel
little
like,
money?
listen, I know 53,000 a year is not much, but I feel like I have hella money. Okay,
No, I got you.
I feel like
Going in.
I'm living like a fucking baller, especially when your checks after fucking tax are like over $1,000 a week. Actually, I think my last two checks were like 918 after taxes.
Welcome back, B.
I,
Now, since I did that,
I want some fucking ice cream, bro. Can you give me ice cream?
Who, me?
Yeah,
No, mister, I have enough money. I have plenty of money.
I do, bro.
Oh, then don't ask broke.
I just didn't want to pay for it. I
uh,
also don't want to door that shit.
I want Bucky's.
You can't afford that shit.
Fuck no. He's right about that. I want
We
Bucky's.
just had this whole last conversation. You think I'd be over here being able to buy all these snakes if I didn't make shit a week?
Uh,
I told my parents at this point, I was like, the only grandkids you're gonna have are these fucking reptiles. Kids are fucking expensive, dude. I'd be telling people that at work too. I was like, bro, I've been single for a year. I was like, I don't think I've ever had this much money in my entire fucking life. I was like, goddamn, bro. I was like, I understand why a lot of people just want to be single at this point. I was like, goddamn. I always say though, I wouldn't mind being homeless as long as my animals had a roof and shit over their head and were fed every day.
what are you talking about? If you went homeless, your mom would take in all your snakes.
That's what I'm saying. They'd have a roof over their head, right?
Yeah. Oh.
a roof over your head. Oh, I'm about to get a conundrum working on some stuff here. It's not working like I wanted to.
Isn't that how it always works? You go to start working on something and then it just says, nah, fuck you, I'm not doing it.
Oh yeah, it is supposed to reset. Like what I'm working on is supposed to reset, and I'm doing everything that possible to do it, and it's like saying it's resetting, and it's like it's not. It won't do it, which is so weird.
Let's see. Let's do.
Like I'm about to go get another snake on May 10th. Oh,
You're getting
next week.
another snake.
Yep.
Why would you want to do that?
Why not? I have the money for it.
No, yeah,
It's only it's
you're
only
getting
three
another snake.
it's only 350.
So, this one topic says they asked, or according to women, these are red flags they see in a male's dating profile. First one is that says just ask me, and that's the only thing in there. The second one is saying uh when they put on the profile, I'm not blank age, I'm this age. My birthday got posted wrong somehow. Apparently, if you put "you're a nice guy" in there, it's a red flag.
Shooting stars. I could really use a wish from
Copyright.
right now.
Any dude who says they are approach apology. Hold on.
You got it. Sound it out. I know big words be hard for Alex sometimes.
Damn.
No, he's
How
not
you gonna
wrong.
do Alex like that, man?
He's not wrong.
Come on, come on,
Ugh.
sound it out. Sound it out.
His brain's not working now.
You got it.
Like a politician? Political? Fuck about it. In addition to a conversation, you get to meet each other.
I still think your brain isn't braining.
It's not. APOLITICAL.
Bro, I have no clue.
Hold on.
No, what I hate is when somebody spells a word out and thinking that I'm gonna understand what the fuck that means when you're spelling. I gotta physically see the word in front of me. Like, don't be spelling words out to me.
Somebody help me with that word. It almost looks like a political call.
I'm political.
Political.
A particular a
Politics.
Oh my god.
political, apolitical, which I don't know. Is
Okay,
that like a
apolitical.
Oh my
apolitical?
god. I just fucking died over here.
Yeah, uh,
Big word be hard for Alex.
It really do. Uh, Apparently, another red flag is if your first picture of you is in the driver's seat of your car. 99% of the time, the rest of the pictures that follow are taken in your car. That usually
Are
indicates that.
fake.
Huh?
You said fake. What's fake?
well, take it in your car.
Yeah, taken in your car. Not fake. Taken. This usually indicates you're not actually single and your partner doesn't know you have a
Hiding.
profile
Yes.
because you had to take all the pictures by yourself out in your car. Okay.
I really did that.
Yeah, it looks.
I don't have any of me in my car. Well, so now they're gonna think I don't drive a car.
Yep. And be like, this boy broke.
This bitch broke.
Anything. Cruel there.
Either that or
Uh,
Alex is just a
A
a
fucking
cheapskate.
idiot.
Just a cheapskate, that could be the thing. Oh man, you know what? I'm done. I can't figure this joint out right now, and it's pissing me off. So you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna just scrap the whole project.
Yeah.
No, what I'm gonna do when I say scrap the whole project, because on electronics, anybody who's dealt with electronics know that if something's not working right, just take the power off. Just take the power off and let it sit. So that's
Okay.
what I'm gonna end up doing. I'm just like disconnecting everything and just be like, yeah, I'm done.
He's a 10, but on Hinge he's taken a hee on to the end of his message, and I unmatched him. Haha, it's fine. But I don't know. I just can't do it. So somebody
The
says ha.
fuck are you saying?
So
What did you say? Really? I was about to say, what the hell is he saying?
okay,
Because you
this is
sound like
Like,
literally
freaking
this
nasty.
is
was that
literally a
even
red flag that
English?
a woman is
Was
saying.
what?
Here it is again. He's a 10 or 10, but on Hinge. He's taken or he's tacked a he onto his message, and I unmatched with him. Haha is fine.
Do you mean he
No, it's just
attached a he to
there's
his
no
message?
it says attached. That's it.
That's what they mean. It's attached.
Okay.
So
It's,
like he says haha instead of LOL. Is that what we're talking
he
about?
put he
And
instead of haha. Okay.
wow, okay.
He's probably gay if he's only he.
And just FYI, apolitical means I have no interest in politics whatsoever.
Uh
Alex don't care. He don't like big words.
I really don't. I got reading of
Big,
like a
big
seventh
words make
grader.
him look stupid. So Alex don't like big words.
I don't know. There's some big words I have no problems. I'll see it and say it. Just other ones I'm
All
looking
right,
at it like,
say huma nuka nuka apawa.
motherfucker, you know I have a problem fucking speaking to you, bitch. Fuck off. And if I would have saw that, I would have went, huh? And you could have literally told me it before I saw it. And I would have went, hookah, hookah, haka, 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 haka. That's how I
The
would have
fuck?
read it. I would have read it like some
Alex,
weird.
say the word again.
You want me to say
Probably
that
not.
word again?
The one used word. Okay.
It,
Do you even know what that word is, Alex?
That was 100% a dick move.
no.
That is actually what the Hawaiian state fish is called.
Damn. What
Yeah,
the
it's a huma
fuck?
nuka nuka apawa.
Oh, that funny.
It's also known as a triggerfish.
Discord is telling me that my camera is sending at a low frame rate. This may be caused by a high system load. Okay, hold on. I'll be right back. We're gonna take a quick break.
Oh god.
So is he saying that we're taking a quick break for real?
Yeah, we can take a 5 minute break real quick.
Oh, yeah. No, I've been working on the truck. I'm sorry, replace the brakes on the front brakes, right? And I'm trying to get it to reset, and it won't reset. And then I'm gonna do back brakes tomorrow because I called, and then they told me they said it'll cost you uh 180 some odd dollars per axle. And I
Damn.
was like, yeah, no. I was
Okay.
like, I can do my brakes myself.
I'm gonna put us on a little 5 minute break real quick so I can go get more water. Y'all can get some stuff, and we'll be back.
put it into like maintenance mode. But before I even did anything with my brakes, it literally popped up on the screen and it said newer brakes detected. Like I didn't even touch the brakes, and it said that. So I was like, no, there's no, and it asked you the question, and I was like, well, there's no newer brakes detected because I didn't damn do it yet. And then now that I did the brakes, I'm like, okay, it's supposed to like do the reset. It's not even like letting me do that to even like reset or whatever. It has enable or disable. And if you disable it and then you try to put it like if you put it in maintenance mode, the little maintenance mode, the way how I Google it and look, did the whole thing, it did it, but then it didn't do it. It's like for the parking brake release. So like for the front, I don't know. So that's where I'm like getting to the point where I'm just gonna freaking damn. I just put gas in it. I'm just gonna park it up. I'm gonna unplug the freaking damn positive cable and let it sit for freaking damn overnight, and then just put it back in, and then see where if it resets the whole entire thing that way.
I got some advice for you. Just catch the bitch on fire.
Just what? That's the bitch.
Just
No,
catch the bitch on fire.
no, because like even when I started it now, it says service brake pad monitor, and that's what it says. And like you cannot go anywhere else on this damn thing. It will not let you. You go to that little option, and all it has is disable. Brake pad life disable or exit.
Damn.
Yeah, it doesn't give me my brake pad like life thing. So when in doubt, they say just like pull the power and then just let it sit there.
When in doubt.
When in doubt, unplug.
Yeah, it's usually when you have like the factories, the settings or whatever, it's not doing it. Then you just freaking damn pull the power.
I've always been told when in doubt, throw 9 out, but that's usually when I'm playing euchre.
That's true.
I was trying to figure out, dude, this is the weirdest shit. Two dudes, one. Okay, I don't know what's going on here.
Two dudes sitting in a hot tub 5 feet apart because they're not gay.
No, they sitting on a truck. These two dudes. One's got a truck, right, with with a trailer, and they sitting on the back of the truck, and the other vehicle's parked, and both of them are sitting on the truck. And I'm just like, okay, that's just okay. That's if that wasn't just weird. I'm calling it weird. It was just weird. I'm saying. I wish I would have took a picture. You guys would have laughed. It'd been like what the hell is going on?
I don't know what's going on, man.
Oh shit! I just threw everything over that way. Oh well, no, my brakes are working good. Now, if I can figure out how to reset this damn thing, just throw it out the window. But I'll try it. Oh shoot! It's Alex's fault anyway.
Everything's always Alex's fault.
Yeah, I know. Alex work at a store. He should be able to tell me.
You
Right?
you drive a Chevy, don't you?
What'd you say?
You have a Chevy, don't you?
Yeah, I have a Chevy.
It's not a Ford.
You what?
Said it's not a Ford.
No, it's not a Ford. Yeah, I know. Found dead on the side of the road.
Fix or repair daily is our motto. Thank you very much.
Oh, man.
Hold on.
That's your Ford for you.
Let me this.
Damn. All the places I want to get fucking ice cream from is closed.
Damn. Sad days.
Alright.
Oh, that's not it.
I could order a
Ah,
McFlurry from McDonald's, but then I gotta get it through DoorDash.
It costs as much as
Sounds like
this.
a from DoorDash.
Yeah.
Why don't you just go to the grocery store and buy a thing of ice cream? It's
No,
freaking down.
I don't feel like doing that.
Oh, I don't know.
I'm already with that. Hold on.
You got a cold cut or just
No,
congestion?
no. I
Crying
just
because
be
of this snake. You got allergies?
I'm an emotional dude. I always just be out here crying.
Yeah.
You're an emotional bullshit.
Yeah, I be out here whining like a little fucking bitch every day. Because I gotta live in this stupid ass fucking world with a shitty ass
Eh,
fucking president that wants to put tariffs on bullshit. And now video games gonna be $80 a fucking pop. Because this motherfucker don't know how to fucking do shit, but add a bunch of fucking stupid ass tariffs. Now the thing I enjoy the most, it gets me out of fucking reality. I gotta pay even more for it because he's a dumb fucking piece of shit. Anyways.
Yep.
wow.
I was liking him all the way up until a point where my
Ooh.
prices on video games are gonna increase.
Blaze, what year
Hey,
model?
what was that?
What's your year model?
It's a 19.
Uh, just a 1500.
Yep. Yep.
I'm no
It's the
chef,
custom.
but boy are these titties sweaty today.
You said, boy, are these titties and sweaty today?
Yeah.
Do you have 4 doors?
That's funny. Yeah.
Nah, bro, he only has fucking 2 doors on that bitch.
There's an extended cab,
No,
super cab. I got to make sure.
no,
No, he
it's
only
not
got
a. It's not an extended cab. It's a
he
regular
got
cab.
2 doors on that shit. He said fuck the other doors.
Break. Go to controls.
Here you go, I got you.
You got an 8 cylinder or 6 cylinder in it?
I got a 24 cylinder.
6.
6.
Like I said, if it's anything, I'm just gonna pull the.
Oh my god.
Alex was mad at me the other day.
I
I'm just gonna pull the battery, man. I'm not even gonna worry about that. All that shit
All that junk is out of that trunk.
inside
I'm gonna
that trunk.
get you drunk, get you a little drunk off that
So what do
hump.
you make? What do you
My
say
hump,
to
my
piss me
hump, my
off?
hump, my hump, my hump,
What
my
was that?
hump. Oh, I sent you a picture of my homecoming photo from when I was in high school,
Oh
and I
yeah.
was like, I was still pulling those bitches back then too. And he said, "Fuck
What'd you
off."
say, Alex?
No, I was trying to remind Tyler what he was talking about.
Oh,
This.
okay.
So why is there shit Rizz roast and legend? Why is Blue not included in this?
Ask Blazing. He's the one that
Because
made
I
the logo.
wasn't a part of the original.
You weren't part of the OG.
Nope.
No, she's became the
Damn,
OG, part of the OG though.
damn.
I don't need to
Especially
be. Fine.
there you all go. That was my homecoming photo, bro.
Hmm,
Yeah, I be pulling bitches back then too.
pretty cool.
I know, right?
You look like you're in the suit though. Your hands are your hand is kind of like clutched, like you didn't know what to do with it.
Bro, I was fucking 14. I had no clue what I was doing.
Of course.
Yeah, I was 14. I was just a little young in there. I was 14 years old playing football on the varsity football team.
Mm.
Yeah, I was playing with fucking seniors and shit. They were in like 12th grade.
That's what's up.
Yeah, it was because my fucking
Cause
coaches
you
looked
suck.
at me and told me that I was too
Cause you
fucking
suck.
big. No, they told me I was too big to be playing with the freshmen. So I had to play
Mm.
varsity. I was a starter on varsity too, actually. Um, yeah, so I was a freshman playing with seniors, and then
You were a starter.
yeah, I was a
You sure you
starter.
started?
Yeah, I started every year I played football.
Wow, that's cool.
Yeah, bro.
In other
I
words,
was
Well,
so
because he's a
why
big
why
boy.
did you? So
Because he's
why
a
how come
big
you didn't
boy.
go to college?
because my team that I played for was fucking ass, and nobody's gonna come over there and fucking recruit people from the school I played for.
Dude,
You know, recruiters are gonna go and see a high school that literally the 3 years I was on it, we pretty much went like 1-11, and then the last year we probably went 4-5. Like that, no, you don't get recruiters that come and do that shit.
Blaze, the
Mhm.
catalog I have to get into Chevy stuff doesn't tell me anything about that stuff. If it was a Ford, I can go into my other catalog and actually be able to tell you the details and pull up a service manual for it. I can't do that with Chevys.
I also didn't want to
Yeah, I
go to
know.
school
Same.
anymore after I
It's all good.
graduated from high school. I just didn't want to go to school anymore.
Didn't you try
Mm.
like 2 semesters or something?
I did a semester of community college, and that was it. And the only reason why I did it was because my parents wanted me to go to college, but I didn't want to. So to get them to shut the fuck up, I did a semester of college,
Mm, that's exactly what I'm saying.
and they have not said they wanted me to go back since. So,
I was it for
Well,
but yeah,
I just
I played football from middle
that's just
school
crazy.
through high school. I broke my ankle my junior
junior.
year of high school, I believe,
Yep.
and then I played my senior year. But the reason why I was even on varsity was because, like I said, I was big as fuck, but I was also benching, squatting, and leg pressing more of the fucking than what like the seniors were doing. Like when you're squatting 415 pounds and nobody on the varsity football team is anywhere close to that. Yeah, you're not gonna be playing in the freshman football. That's not happening.
mm,
I was leg pressing 1,000 pounds in my freshman year of high school.
Damn,
Yeah, I was a big
man, you
boy.
should have been on the thing. I'm telling you.
And then I was benching 325, I believe. Actually, no. My freshman year, I was benching 275. By the time my senior year hit, I was benching 325.
That's crazy, dude.
And then I didn't squat as much anymore. I didn't try to beat the 415 because after I broke my ankle, I wasn't sure how much like weight I was gonna be able to put on that shit anymore.
mm,
And I didn't want to be like fucking trying to like bench, trying to like squat more because I wanted to try to hit more than 415 at one point. But then after that whole shit happened, I was just like, yeah, I don't want to risk that shit. So
that's
Yeah,
that.
but now our field is actually turf.
yeah, I was pissed as fuck because like so like for 3 years before I was a senior, I had to sit here and watch all these like seniors get like they got this football where half of it you're able to like sign it with like a marker because it was all like white or whatever. So all the people you play with that year could sign this. So when you graduated, you kind of had a way to remember the teammates you played with. So for like 4 years, pretty much, I was waiting to get one of these. Bro, when I graduated, bro, I was so pissed off because we got like these little like fucking aluminum water bottles, and I was like so fucking mad. And I literally looked at them like, I don't want this shit. Like, what the fuck is this? I was like, I've been waiting 4 years for this fucking football, and this is what we get. And they're like, oh well, we didn't have money. And then I fucking leave, and they get a turf field. Like, yeah, so much for the
Yeah.
fucking money you didn't have, right?
That's because that following year they got the bond, and then they upgraded a lot of stuff around the school, and they didn't even have it all done before I graduated, which I was pissed.
The only time I think Roseville ever went undefeated was literally when I played fucking middle school.
Mhm.
That
Uh,
which is fucking sad.
I don't know. I
At least
remember.
when I was playing there, I think they're better now. Like Roseville High School, I think they're better now. But like when I played on that shit, dude, we were completely dog shit. Only team we ever really beat that we knew we were gonna beat every year
Lakeview.
was East Detroit High School. Just because they've been losing literally since my dad went to that school, and he graduated from there in 1991.
Damn.
They have not beat us since then. My dad says he remembers going to that school and still losing to us at that point. So my dad would have to, for the 4 years I played in high school football, he'd have to go there and watch me play, even though he went to East Detroit High School. He'd have to root for me.
He's healthy, was.
I remember my brother playing football for the 2 years he did. He went from football to
Yeah, and then he
diving.
went fucking swim. Like,
Yeah,
what? Who
he
the
went from
fuck?
he went from being football to being a pretty good lineman, like knocking a fucking quarterback's fucking head off the shoulders almost. Fucking clothesline that motherfucker to make him fucking land on his fucking stomach, back flipping, to going and diving off a dive board.
So he went from
Badass
play
motherfucker to
to
a little bitch.
wow. Um,
He was benching. He was doing really good, and his game against Sterling Heights, man, he broke through the offensive line and got that quarterback. I was I jumped up, was like, fuck yeah, get that motherfucker. Kids knocked out. They had to bring an ambulance over and everything. Like that was like a great moment. And then the next year he
I
was like,
want, bro. I'm gonna tell you this: being playing like against seniors when you're a freshman, dude, is no fucking joke,
no,
bro. Some of these motherfuckers are so big. I swear to God.
yeah.
But I'll tell you this much: even I made somebody shit themselves one time though. But
I
that's
think he
besides
just
the
shit
point.
himself. I think I
he
made
made
him
him shit
too.
himself.
Yeah, I hit the dude so hard he shit himself.
Damn.
He's pulling an Adam Sandler movie. I think I made him shit
Yeah,
himself.
the longest yard. It literally the next day my coach came to me and told me that. And then we were doing like hitting drills and, and my teammate behind me, he's like, please don't make me shit myself. And then I started dying because he said that to me. It also on the JV, they had a female football player too. And so my freshman year, they actually I think did this every year until I was a senior. So the last game of every season, I would have to be on JV for the very last game, just because there's a lot of seniors that didn't get to play during the season, so they wanted them to play their last game of the year before they graduated.
So they basically put them in that platform.
Yeah, so when I would be over there doing practice drills, I'd have to go up against this chick sometimes. And I'm like, hey, you know what? You're over here. You're playing with us. I gotta hit you. Like, you want to play with the big boys? You gotta get hit like a big boy. That's the way it goes.
So you were hitting a girl,
Oh yeah, for sure, dude. I think I knocked her the fuck out.
huh? Damn, you just ruthless, ain't you?
Hey, no man left behind, or in this case, no woman left behind.
That's fucked.
I think she ended up being a cheerleader. I don't blame her though.
Shouldn't have been a cheerleader.
Yeah, I think she ended up being a cheerleader.
Uh,
I don't know. When my brother
oh,
went to diving, and then he told me I should come see it, so me and Tyler went to one of his dive things and saw him swimming, and I'm like, he's losing. Why? I mean, he wasn't skinny. My brother was a big boy, so seeing him do flips was like, okay, that's actually pretty cool for his size. I was like, that's pretty cool. But when he's sitting there just doing his laps, I'm like, why?
Warm up.
I didn't know black people could swim anyways.
wow.
Tyler, you're
Damn,
fucked.
Tyler.
I'm sorry, was it a little too harsh? My bad.
I can swim, excuse you.
Sky full of lighters.
I can swim, buddy.
Oh, you can? That's a shocker.
Oh, come on, Ty.
Oh, that's a soccer. I can swim, actually. Shit, I can swim, dude.
I can swim by
Shit.
default because I'm white, but
Dude,
Tyler,
you
shut
can't even
up.
swim.
bro. What
Tyler,
do you
you
mean? I
can't
went
swim.
to a fucking swim class, bro. What do you
Tyler,
mean?
you cannot.
In high
You.
school, we all had to go through swim class.
Tyler, let's be honest. You swim.
Yeah, I can. Yes.
Could you float? Could you float?
Yeah, bro. Yeah, I sink like a fucking rock. What do you mean? Rocks float right to the fucking bottom of the water.
That's what I'm saying. Like you talking about you.
No, I can
You
swim. I
float.
can swim for real though. I don't know if I could do everything I used to be able to do, but I used to be able to do those little backstrokes and shit too.
Yeah.
Uh, well,
Tell you
we're
what's not fun
what?
is when you gotta when they were swimming. Like one of the coaches that I had for swimming when I was swimming literally said, "Now here's the thing: if you drown, it's because your ass can't swim. But if you float, mm, you can survive. So understand what I'm saying. If you learn how to tread water, you'll survive. If you drown, that means you can't swim." And I was like, "What the hell?" So in
Man,
other words, you better learn how to doggy paddle.
right?
That's what
Damn.
his thing was. It was like learn how to doggy paddle.
Well, we're at 2 hours 30 minutes.
How do you draw on a black guy?
Oh God,
I don't know. Same way you don't drown a Mexican guy.
You pop their lip.
Wow,
Tyler.
dude,
Uh, sorry, my bad. All racist jokes are the same. Once you know Juan, you know Jamal.
you're gonna ball. I thought you were gonna start on a Mexican. I was about to say, Jesus Christ,
My bad.
I'm not.
Well,
How do
when my
you drown? How do you drown a blonde?
oh,
I don't know,
You
but sure you
you
gonna
put
tell
a
me.
scratch and sniff at the bottom of the pool.
that's fucked.
Hey, Blue, ain't you a blonde? Huh?
Yeah, I am.
Hey, you heard what he said, right?
What he said.
I asked, how do you drown a blonde? You put a scratch and sniff at the bottom of the pool.
He said, both my ears work. I'm good.
Oh,
That didn't even require A response. Come on.
What do you call a bunch of blondes standing in a row?
What day?
A wind tunnel.
Oh, shoot. In a wind tunnel. Oh my goodness. You're on a you're on a roll tonight, ain't you?
Yeah, I'm always in a roll. I'm pretty much built like a fucking circle.
I'm like, what happened today with you, man?
Bro, I don't know.
He just
Well, I mean,
chose
work was
violence.
That's
bad. I enjoyed work today, so I don't know. I just picked violence when I got off.
He's
you had a
like,
bad day at work.
No, it was great. I just chose violence when I got off.
It's like, jeez.
Yeah, I was like, fuck y'all. I saw the message where B said BRB, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm joining the Discord. And I joined the Discord, and I was like, you know what, I got shit on all of them today, so.
and he came in and just started roasting his exes.
I was gonna
Yeah, he
say,
started.
if I didn't do that, that means I didn't like any of y'all, you know?
He just
Oh.
started just wham.
I mean, especially when he kept talking about the Canadian bitch. He was
Yeah,
just fucking he was rolling into it. It's been like
B.
building up, building up, building up.
Yeah,
You
he's
know,
talking about
I went
his,
to go buy
his
a dozen bees from a bee farmer the one time, right? And when I went to go count them, there's actually 13 there, and he told me it was a freebie.
Oh my god.
Hey
You're
B. So
Yeah.
Tyler he had this chick that he used to talk to that was in Canada and
Canadian.
whatnot. And yeah.
She was
So
Canadian.
he was literally just going off on her, just straight raw
yeah.
just now. Well,
Yeah.
before when you got off,
He joined in
he
and he
came
just
in,
rolled it.
yeah, and he was just on.
And then he started
I was
bringing up
like,
his
damn.
other exes, and I'm like, okay, don't want him to fuck with me today. I'm good.
I'll be out here on everybody today.
Mhm.
Uh,
B don't deserve any of it though, you know.
Easy.
She always been nice to me.
Try.
B gets a
Alex on
pass.
the other hand though.
B get B gets a pass, and I'm sitting here getting roasted all the time.
Yeah,
Great.
Alex on the other hand though, you know.
I got roasted too. Shoot, I wasn't even involved. He didn't even hold back. I got roasted too tonight. I'm like,
I
dang,
didn't.
normally it's
What do you mean? What did I say about you?
I'm not even gonna go there with you. I'm like, shoot,
Oh, you talking
I
about the
got.
racist shit? My bad, bro.
It's like, dude, I got roasted tonight too. I was like, damn. I mean, he was on one. I think he just rolled out of bed and got on
Say
his
fuck
menstrual
this
cycle.
shit. He goes, nah. He goes, today, Alex and or he didn't even remember it was today. He just saw B saying
I
BRB.
didn't, bro. If it wasn't for B saying BRB, I would have totally forgot.
I would have texted you if you didn't come in halfway through, or like within an hour or so, because that's usually your time frame. I would have texted you like, "Hey, are you joining the podcast today?" And then I would be
I was
waiting
like,
for you to
oh
go
shit.
shut the. I would be like, dude, I would get on when I get on. Like I would have been waiting for that text, but you would have been like, fuck, I forgot.
Totally
I mean,
forgot.
he's on it tonight.
Yep.
Like, what
Yeah,
happened?
I'll be out here. It's because I didn't get any pussy.
You should have seen my TikTok then the other day. What was it? Was it yesterday I did that TikTok, B? Was it? I can't remember. Yeah, yesterday I did a TikTok and I had a it's a song that I found and I was like, oh shoot, hilariously about pussy. But okay, well,
Well, we're at 2.5 hours. I think we're gonna end this stream here.
No, nobody cares.
Oh, okay. Well, fuck. Both of you. Jesus.
You're welcome.
dang.
Tag team right there. Shit.
Oh, who we taking me?
No, fucking dirty mind, motherfucker.
Always.
Yeah.
But thank you all
All
so much
right.
for
Well,
watching.
if we're
Don't forget to follow, like, subscribe, all that stuff, and we'll see you all next time. Peace.
All right. So speaking about dirty minds,
I'm
um,
still recording. It's gonna just go on YouTube.
all right. So speaking about dirty minds, um, so I got a new boss at my job. It's a female. So I was pulling out. What was it? I had to get a pallet of sleeves. So MMs are just the type of like tray, like mail trays we have at my job. There's a company that needed a pallet of sleeves for the trays. So it's on. We got like these racks where they put like some of the sleeves on. So the very bottom rack, there is not a very bottom one, but there's one above it. So there's a middle rack above it, but they don't give you enough space to where when you put like a pallet jack underneath it and you go to lift up the pallet jack, where you could actually pull it out. So what happened is I lifted it up, and when I was gonna pull it out, it unhinged the top fucking rack and almost like fell, right? So I went and got my manager to go tell her, hey, look, this is what's going on. So she's like, all right, well, when I lift this up, I need you to pull it out. And I looked at her, I was like, I'm not good at pulling out.
Oh, Tyler, what'd you say?
She laughed and she's like, don't be saying that to your boss.
Yeah.
You know that's sexual harassment, right?
Bro, you should literally, her name's Julie, and I've known her since I've worked there.
Oh, okay.
Okay. She she was just they hired. She got promoted. Is that what you're saying?
Yeah, she pretty much got promoted, so it's not like,
I was supposed to say, bro, you should have
Not
waited.
like someone you didn't know.
yeah,
Yeah.
it's not like she's just some random person,
I was supposed to say you should wait at least a couple months before you start doing that shit, bro.
right? They should wait till they say shit like that.
I was like, because that's sexual harassment lawsuit right there.
Oh, I've said that to my boss before. He told me I could pull out the loading dock. Like when it was Vern,
Yeah.
he's like, "Oh yeah, you can pull out the loading dock." I was like, "I ain't good at pulling out."
Mhm.
he said I'm not good at pulling out. Oh,
Hey, I might
Jesus.
not be good, but I don't have any kids, right?
There we go. That's all that matters.
Right.
Bro.
I think at this point, my sperm count might not be good.
Oh, you're young yet. Relax.
Like, yeah, hey, anything can happen when you're young. This is around the time I get, us men get testicular cancer. So
Mm.
Ugh.
Like I
between
really got to
twenty
figure this shit
five,
out.
between 25 and 32.